Okay. Что-то не ловит она. Okay.
Stream key поменял?
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's going. Hello,
Okay
Hippocat.
then. Okay.
Yes. It just waited 7 seconds before going. This new YouTube interface is weird, but if it allows me to not have my streams interrupted by dropped frames and just suffer dropped frames on their own, I'm fine with that. Alright. So, preface, in case, because you know, from my several of my Doomwod streams, I've noticed that sometimes authors just appear magically in thin air later and watch my streams. So, just in case that happens for some weird reason with this game, I'm going to preface ahead of time with some things. I've not played it, Hippocat here has played it, I think it says it in the description. I will criticize things that I don't like very bluntly, but overall, I'm also gonna probably everything I don't criticize I like pretty much, and I guess I'm gonna point out the things I like especially. But you know, there are several aspects of this game that I've been able to see from like the 5 minutes I've played to make sure that you know it works. That I already would criticize if I was doing. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, okay, without audio, watching without audio. I was afraid there was something wrong with the stream again. I think it should be going. Let me focus on the game actually.
I'm just gonna tell you that I've seen one of the backers stream the game, more like a VOD of that, and Dev was in the chat.
Oh,
So I
interesting.
guess it's
Well,
not outside of the realm of possibility that they are gonna see this.
They could have announced if it was in the chat. They could have just told them that they would do it. Sometimes happens. A guy streamed horse game, the newest demo, and just said, "Hey, I'm gonna stream." And Ben and Lightsolver both just kind of came in there. I couldn't because I don't remember if I was sleeping or at work, but yeah.
Or sleeping at work.
Maybe sleeping at work, very possible. But yeah, so just gonna say, yeah, there are several aspects that I'm already not a big fan of, but they are not related to like the main game, meat of the game itself. It's like character designs and whatnot. Mostly character designs, honestly. But you know,
Can I spoil you a little thing about the characters?
Sure.
None of them are gonna matter.
I mean, yeah, I guessed as much that they were not gonna be involved, but surely that like hind leg, hoof, front leg, paw, cat, unicorn, horrible abomination from the loading screen is gonna matter somehow, surely.
Yeah, she is gonna matter. I don't know, but I have absolutely no problems with her design.
I can't
It
fucking
makes
stand
sense.
it, man. I can't stand it at all. Why is there like a half cat, half unicorn? I don't like this at all. But hopefully it's not gonna
It's
color.
half dog, by the way.
Same thing, man. It's still not a horse. But yeah, it's gonna not color my perception of the game. I'm just gonna note these things, and I want whoever might take it personally watching this to not be hello Hazmati, not be taken personally because you know I'm a nitpicker.
Well, I mean, it's probably good for the game because they can say, see, we have this chimera here that's not related to the cartoon in any way. Fuck off, lawyers.
Could be, yeah. Also, I have kept censorship
Disable.
on yes.
Just disable it.
No, I've seen, but it also says that it's there's some like grim content. Do you know what grim content they might be talking about here?
There is absolutely fucking disgusting, ugly blood texture.
I'm not gonna.
Just for the sake of that disgusting blood texture, just disable.
When does it appear? I'm just gonna.
Oh wait, censorship is enabled right now.
Yes, is enabled.
Okay, then keep it enabled.
Okay, I was.
Because the bloody texture is absolutely fucking disgusting.
I thought you were insisting that I disable it. I was like, what?
No, it was a bit of a misunderstanding.
Yeah, okay, good.
Sorry.
I think like my controls and all other settings have been configured already, so let's go new game. Hell's Elixir. So yeah, just character designs from what I've seen, not a big thing. I kept a secret. Well, I mean Hazmati. Character designs, not my big thing here. And you know, I'm just gonna say right away, I'm glad that I didn't do the sort of stream where, you know, you start ahead of time and then you show the game loading, because the logo of the company, I'm doing air quotes, has like a background of a bunch of, I guess, games they made. They all look kind of ugly. But, you know, no judgment. I'm gonna only judge this game, and the character designs are gonna play a very minor role in that. I'm gonna be fair but kind. Yeah, what the fuck is that? That like, I don't, you know, that dog pony is not my thing. Disciples or can beware for the strings.
I like her.
Here on that taboo, heed my warning or suffer and regret, for that is their practice. Their fruit abomination.
It just makes sense that she is the way she is.
Also, I don't really like the main character model whatsoever. Like, she's too bold. She's like one fucking spike of hair on the head. And too many colors. I don't know. It's just something about her I don't like visually. But, you know, maybe I'll get used to her. I wish she just had more freaking hair, man. But, you know,
Yeah,
that's...
she does kind of look better on artwork.
That's a minor thing, I guess. Also, I kind of wonder when they changed her, because I'm pretty sure she used to be a griffin. No hazmati. Well,
not hazmati.
It could be, but I'm making it not lewd.
Well, even if you, I mean...
Yeah, I couldn't even make it out. Like, I was curious. You were going, oh, the geometry is there. And like, first of all, the geometry isn't really like, I couldn't see the geometry being there without the texture.
You
can
kind of see...
That texture...
kind of see that it is there.
That texture is so low contrast. I, like...
Yeah, that texture sucks. Like, I don't know why they made it in the first place.
Yeah, but
if you're making lewds, like, make them fucking lewd. Like, come on. It's just like absolutely like zero effort shit.
I think this game was made by people who are not embarrassed of anything.
Well, I mean, freaking Odvarg has an For Affinity account where he posted drawings of Sulphur Nimbus. You can imagine what kind of drawings.
Yeah, I can. Oh well.
And it just kind of baffles me that then they put absolutely zero effort into like the thing we're talking about right now. It's just some like half-assed texture. I mean, come on.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
I like the whatchamacallit. Wow, the word has just stopped existing in my head. This thing that you can see now without the like, I guess it's, I can kind of see how it's done now that I've seen this part here. Slightly better than the horse game, but it doesn't outline. There we go. There's the word. Doesn't, you know, exist on the inside of the model. Only the outward silhouette. But the outward silhouette looks better. So, kind of like, I would almost maybe want to switch to this kind of outline for a horse game. In some ways, it just looks better, I think. Because horse games, that one. It kind of produces a bunch of weird little triangles all over the face and everything, which is, yeah. Also, yes, as much, very perceptive of you. This is a fan game, made by people. I don't know why I specified that, because, you know, who else. But, I don't think it features any content from the show itself, whatsoever. I might be completely mistaken.
There is zero content.
Okay, good.
On the show.
And this character looks kind of different from the characters of this species in the show, even. Anyway, tutorial. I actually kind of missed if there was like a run or something, because I forgot to pay attention to that. But I think you can look it up in the journal later.
There is no run, but there is walk.
Camera distance is there. Press jump up to jump. Yeah, I remember the walk, and I thought it looked kind of silly. Let me see. Maybe I should disconnect my controller. I hope it won't like input very slight stick tilts. Yeah, here I can. Platforming for dweebs. Left, right, flying, control. I hate control for this. But what else would you map? Shift is taken. I think shift is taken, maybe not. Camera zoom, obvious thing, okay. This hold to trot, okay, yep. These are, ooh. Hold to down. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Flap, retract wings, shift. Okay. Gonna rely on you, Hippocat. You know everything about this game. You probably didn't play with the controller, so you will be able to give me tips.
I don't even have a controller.
Yeah. So, see, like, this is the standard run, and I guess if I hold shift... This, in my opinion, this animation is silly. Really silly. But I've not seen this creature in a while, so I can't really tell. Also, it looks better from behind, which is probably where I'm gonna keep my camera most of the time, and I hope I can keep it farther, but Hippocat has assured me that there's barely any dialogues in the main game, so the camera will not keep getting reset. Alright, let's head outside. I've read about the save bots before, I know what they are. Or save thingamajigs here.
You really don't need manual saves in this game.
Cool.
Unless you want to have like some specific moment that you wanna like replay. I don't know. Autosaves are pretty good, and the game keeps a bunch of them.
Snack sap. Also, visually, I guess I kind of was going to put it off until the deck, but I've noticed that all the textures are unfiltered, which I approve of because Quake is great, but then there's a bunch of like lighting. Well, I mean, lighting I guess isn't bad, but there's on the deck I think you see a bunch of like specular shines and all of that, and they are all very smooth. And so in some textures, like for example this wood, it makes it look not unfiltered, if that makes any sense. Basically, the additional effects on the textures, on the materials, whatever, they kind of create a visibility of clash of these like pixelated textures and regular old N64 textures. Hello, champion.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the game has a kind of slightly weird visual style in general because of all that shit. And I can't say I like it too much, but I don't hate it either.
I'm just waiting for how the
okay.
actual landscapes look. Because there is a chance maybe there's like gonna be less textures like this wood here, which I can make out pixels. I want the pixels. Also, it looks shiny. It looks like the, you know, the Serious M specular thing was... I don't know, maybe it's just the glass and I'm projecting it on the wood itself, like in my brain. Also, there seems to be some sort of screen space ambient occlusion. Can I disable that shit? I hate it. I think I used to be able to disable... Yeah. Can I just do bloom? Still has some sort of weird thing. Maybe I can just disable all that post-processing, because I honestly kind of hate it. You know what? This looks better for me. I'm just gonna play that like this. I hope nobody minds. That freaking blurry mess that the post effects make, I'm not a fan. Anyway, let's talk to this character.
I think all characters on the ships are like Kickstarter people characters.
You know what? Well, when we get to the actual game, there's gonna be way less for me to nitpick about, I hope, because my main problem is the characters. And then it's gonna be more pleasant to watch from the developers if they decide to do that, or anyone who likes this game. But while we're here, we're pretty much only presented with the characters, and man, I hate the characters. I mean, whatever. Hey, it's
So
my
what's your main problem? You just don't like dogs.
They are also
I
just
don't
kind
want
of
dogs in my MLP.
I mean, dogs like... you had diamond dogs, you had freaking Capper, and they had good designs. But this is like equine pony shape, but with paws and a dog face. And that's just stupid for me. I don't know. I just don't like that particular approach.
I don't have a problem with that, but this is like typical OC, like with
Also, yeah,
outrageous colors
and
and
like the,
over-designed and stuff.
the aesthetics. Just, you know, if I was able to get over the fact that they are just like... instead of proper like dog creatures and cat creatures that we've had in the show, they do these, I probably would still be hung up on the, you know, the general aesthetics, the colors, the too many details. But I do really enjoy how the dialogues are, like just like ping, 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 and the mouth just alternating between the two frames. I like, unironically, really genuinely like it. Afraid Hippogriff. Yeah, this and you know, this part, this little part when this character talks, actually looks kind of adorable. By default it looks dumb to me, but when he talks it looks adorable. Or she, whatever it is. I will get snagged between the... Don't worry, I'm the last person to judge you. Hello, DD.
Hey.
Okay, also I love the standard teapot.
Oh yes, tea. I should start drinking it.
Yes, you should start drinking and never stop. Okay, I think in the hall there's like a mechanic guy. And you know, I've only escaped to the top of the deck and that was it. Also, when you're doing unfiltered pixelated textures, I feel like it's important to keep the scale. So like the floor pixels are large, the barrels pixels are small. The walls here, they're stretched out to hell. So this is why.
I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of resources were made by like some random people. I'm not sure about that though.
Possible, possible. Also, this random material has a filter texture, do not touch. That's weird. But you know, not every MLP fan game can have amazing graphical environment designers. I can forgive, I'm only one me in the world. Mango. I mean, it's not bad if you pretend it's like a PlayStation 1 early game, sometimes. I would say like Banjo on this N64 looks better, but not because the textures are filtered or anything, it's just like the overall picture, it's like more thought in it, but Again, I'm waiting for the caves, I'm not really expecting much from the ship here. But yeah, finally, a proper freaking pony, but it's an OC with glasses, and OCs with glasses are just another tiny pet peeve of mine, which I'm gonna just stop even talking about, because otherwise it's gonna be ridiculous. Hello, Sulphur.
Is
Captain.
there anyone in the show that wears glasses? I can't remember.
Uh,
Eric do. I mean, Yearling.
yeah, also Rarity sometimes. And I think the mayor maybe, I don't remember if the mayor does, maybe not. Maybe her, like Raven, who then got promoted to being the Celestia's assistant, I think. I don't remember if she has glasses on. Other than that, I don't remember. But every OC, because you can tell the OCs are like the classical Brong stereotypes, and at least they don't have beards, all of them, but nearly like half of them have glasses, and that's kind of like, man, don't bring your real world appearance. Then again, I'm just not the sort of person who makes OCs at all, it's just like, I don't understand the need. I would design a character for a game that would fit in with the designs of the show, and not try to be unique or anything like that. Second, yes, I know that. For a certain, my job description didn't say mechanic, but it appears being unicorn makes me the most qualified magical technician on board. It goes dark while entering into the prime state, so the manual says I must have it enter the recovery state, but it doesn't say how to do that unless it's already in the prime state. You know, the dialogue is very relatable though.
It's kind of funny, like, makes it seem as if these, like, robot dummies are important.
Well,
But
I mean,
they're not.
saving is important. Auto-saving is very
You
important.
are not really gonna see them ever again.
How do I auto-save then? I was led to believe that they
Well,
are
there
only
will
the
be
thing.
save points, but they will not be these robots.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, strongly wounded something. Well, let me know if more hooves are required on deck. Captain wishes. Okay, I want to see that one that I accidentally skipped. I foresee a strongly worded letter added to a certain establishment. See, like, the dialogue, I like the dialogue. I also really like that he actually has, like, animations and he's doing stuff. Because that, if he was just standing here, that would be kind of lame, but he isn't. He is actually working on the thing. So that's, you know, I feel like what I can say to spin it in a very, very positive way is that maybe the game like knows how much it wants to do and it does that good. Like, it's obviously consciously chosen to have dialogue be not voiced, and I respect that because horse game dialogue is also not going to be voiced. And it does the non-voiced dialogue pretty much as good as it possibly could. I really like it. And here, obviously, characters not going to be just like having day-night cycles and behaviors, because who needs that? But the one guy who they have, what the fuck did I just do? One guy who they have standing here working, he actually has proper like working animations and the magic glow around the things that he's trying to interact with, so that's very well done. But then we have these pixels, and I'm like, okay. Not everyone did an equally good job on this game, but it probably won't distract too much. See, and this guy has an actual cycle. He's actually walking around and doing stuff. Though, does it appear on his shovel? Oh yeah, it does appear on his shovel. Neat. I thought that black part was just like part of the shovel model, but it actually has the coal that it's shoveling. That's great. Okay, Artie. Also another proper character. I like the shadows under the eyes. Also very relatable. What's up? Move the camera, please. Engine's chugging along nicely, just keeping an eye on things. If you're reporting to the captain, you can tell him there's nothing to report. Oh, and they stand up when I talk to them. Also pretty cool. All sprockets are pretty convenient, huh? Blacksmith I can't do a damn thing when they break down, though. The crucial bits are all embedded in crystal, can't service them without magic. Cool, he's looking at the thing. And at the other thing, which is some sort of buggy. This sweat something wheels. Sweaty? Swervy? Oh, and wow, he flips the page. Wow. I know it sounds kind of sarcastic, but I'm impressed that he is actually flipping the page properly. And there's a different page with different pictures on it. Cool! Can I die in the fire? No. Just, there's not been enough time since I played Blood. I want to jump into every furnace.
Expect a life seed.
Yeah, or, you know, redundantly enough, like a fire armor. Fuck. Okay, this is why you probably trot in these kinds of places.
Yeah, I fell off the slope way more times than I care to admit.
I'm kinda curious to talk to the chef again, because I know they have more dialogue lines.
Well, Hazmati, it was never ever explained anywhere.
It's cartoon logic.
People believe that it's like the extension of their magic deck.
I don't like that idea, honestly. Like, I don't
I
see.
like that idea. It makes sense.
I don't like. I don't
like
see.
short range telekinesis.
Yeah, kind of.
They can do.
I guess it kind of makes a little bit sense, but I don't like. It's kind of just like too convoluted for a simple thing as like picking a thing up. I prefer to think that it's just kind of like squeeze two halves of the full or something. I don't know, or just never to think about it. Just accept it. Also works for me. I love traveling to new places and trying out their foods, but sometimes I wish I could have ingredients from all over the world at once. I just know I could make some amazing new combinations. Combinations, huh? It's probably not gonna have like a Paper Mario cooking mechanic here.
No.
I was about to say good, but it's neutral. I'm neutral on the idea of it not having. Was there anything in here? No, it's just like a shitter and some snack. I forgot the other word. And rubbish. Whoa, I kicked it. Okay, enough auto-saving. So I don't remember if I've talked to the captain previously, but this is about as far as I got.
You
I
didn't talk to Rezaline, though she doesn't say anything.
Wait, who's that?
Might as well. Rezaline is the blue pony sleeping.
Oh, right.
Waters.
You know, the first 5 minutes I played this, I didn't even see her. Also, why did I jump out here? Okay, Hazmati, I wasn't expecting you to, you know, keep watching here. Doesn't even. Oh, Pester. Ah, it's my shift already. Pretty sure it isn't. I have the late night watch. There's no need to wake me up yet. I can tell the sun is still up, you know. I understand if you're lonely, but I need to sleep. Sorry. Oh, I thought you had already left. Is everything okay? We can talk more later if you're away. Wow, there's many lines. Sorry to turn you away, but I need to rest. And you said she doesn't say anything, man.
Oh, anything interesting?
Be safe out there, okay? As a sure. Okay, I think this is looping. All right, now for real, let's go. So, I'm assuming flight tutorial comes later. But I've tried flying around without a tutorial, and it didn't go very well. For example,
Flying is easy.
can you just kind of like go higher and higher in one spot?
No,
Why is that?
you
Like,
have to get speed.
surely you should be able to just flap and ascend.
Well, you just get tired. You can't flap your wings forever.
Ah, weird. Earlier when I tried, I couldn't actually just jump on top of this like that. Maybe I was doing something wrong. Oh well, yeah, I guess that actually
Well, I mean,
works.
you can go a little bit high, but then you just get tired. You're gonna fall down.
What the okay. I guess I just kind of hit the corner there. Also, I guess for some reason it's just working better than half an hour ago when I was just like running around here and flying. Because I remember, I think I jumped out and I nearly was in the water, because when you're in the water they scold you and you get teleported on the deck. But I was trying to, like, I guess I got stuck on something. I was trying to gain speed again and she just kind of careened down instead. But I must have been doing something wrong. Also, I'm not sure it's necessary to make her like walk on walls and stuff.
She walks on everything. She fucking walks on walls, on slopes, on like fucking everything. And it will fuck you up multiple times during the game. Just be prepared.
Alright. Also...
But sometimes it's kinda useful because you can do like wall jumps and shit.
Oh, neat. Cool. I'll try something like that. Have you... I'm just kind of... I could hope you can explain this to me. So I'm guessing that's the island they mentioned in the dialogue in the cabin, someone there. So, where are you going? The captain wants to see you. What's this texture?
I have no idea. Placeholder maybe?
Cool. Anyway, I guess let's go. That's the only place where there's someone. I guess I may... Does talking to the captain just kind of like teleport you to the next place?
I think they ask you if you wanna leave.
Oh, okay. Maybe I just talk to this person. Oh, there's a... Actually, not the griffin, because the griffins have like pair of cat feet, I think. So this is another weird species that is not quite up to... model. Hey there, Nimbus. Have you had the look out the port side? I guess port is left.
Yeah.
We're passing by that drowning in soy island. You can see it on the in the distance. On the distance? The captain wants to talk to you about taking some photographs. I've heard some pretty strange rumors about that place. I don't know how many of them are true though. Apparently there used to be a weapons factory on drowning in soy, but they went out of business a little less than 20 years ago. The owner was wealthy as heck, but ended up... I wonder if you uncensor it says fuck. Could be amusing. But ended up going crazy or something. He fired everyone and sent them away. I heard tell that nobody's traveled there and returned ever since. I guess that's a phrase. Okay. I like the little head movement between the different dialogue lines. Also cool. Nice touch. You don't think the guy made a hobby out of eating the trespassers, do you? Yeah, I'm joking. Pretty sure the rumors are exaggerated probably, but I'd be careful anyway. If there really was a weapons factory, then there may still be some dangerous things left behind. Can't complain too much about sailing in this kind of weather. And it looks like we'll actually arrive ahead of schedule for once. Passing by that drowning in soy. I can see it. Okay, I guess that's looping. This magical glowing map for some reason. Oh, I guess that's because you can pick it up. Original carte, drowning in soy, Courgeart to Bernard. I wonder how much of this is just copy pasted from some real map scan or something. Because, like, why would you put all these weird names in? Unless it's intended to be all that. Maybe it is. I shouldn't. I
Do
probably...
you know if the dude who made the game is Norwegian?
Well, I think you told me at some point, or you just kind of said it, and
I said that the
heard
language is Norwegian, at
Oh.
least to my understanding, but I don't really know anything about the
Well,
dev.
I mean, not to be rude, but why else would anyone include Norwegian language if they weren't Norwegian themselves? I don't
Maybe
know.
they fucking like Norwegian.
I mean, it's possible, I guess. It's just weird to... Maybe it's one of those things, like if you're good enough to put OCs in the game and new species just out the bat like that without the careful in the world, you're probably good enough to just imply the existence of a whole like other nation with a whole other language in the canonical world.
In my headcanon, dogs are Norwegian.
I mean, sure. So is this supposed to be a dog as well?
Yeah.
Does not look... Dogs should have longer muzzles. I think. It definitely looks like a cat. How do you know it's a dog? It says somewhere? Or just like, you know, leg shape that I'm not used to or something?
Well, it kinda looks like every other dog that I know is a dog.
I don't know, looks like... I guess I'm just not looking at cats enough, because to me it looks like a kind of a cat dog.
Hey, Joe.
Hello, Joe, yes. Oh, some part of it was German, interesting. Ugh. Okay, let's talk. No, I wanted to talk standing on the wall. Are you ready for a mission? No, I'm not quite ready yet. I want to see if this pushes in the dialogue. No, it doesn't. Okay, I get positioned. Maybe because it's a key character. I didn't notice if I got repositioned for other dialogues. Sure, I'm ready. Well, since we're on schedule, and what with the weather and all, look out the port side. There's that island way out there, right? Also, I think if you fly, like I did there, towards the island, doesn't it look like it floats in the air? Because here on the horizon it looks kind of like it fits on the horizon. But I think if you ascend, it starts looking at like it's positioned above.
Well, I haven't paid attention to that.
Man, I hope I could cancel and fly there, or maybe we'll see.
Excuse me, Money Spider, this is My Little Pony shit.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of furry shit in here. Hello, Vin. Did I say hello to Joe? I think you interrupted me, or maybe I interrupted myself. And hello, Mighty Spider. Word has it nobody's went there for the past 20 years or so. Maybe since the factory got shut down. Thing is, I got some contacts willing to pay good money for a few updated photographs. I also got my grubbers and some experimental cameras, real high-tech stuff. High-technical? No, that's next game. Allows you to take quality photos from the air. You're a decent flyer, right? I wouldn't say so. Should be no problem for you. I put my boy FS, I guess FS, in charge of the gear. He'll be waiting for you out on the deck. He probably says some extra. Run along now, those pictures aren't gonna snatch themselves. I'll show you snatch now, I won't. I have put censorship on. Okay, let's try to just fly off instead of talking to whoever the hell that is. And look at that again. Because maybe it's just me, but as I approach it starts looking like it's above the horizon. Maybe for some reason it looks more like that. Maybe I was trying to fly higher. I think I was trying to like fly around and get on top of the mast or something. Just kind of wrestle the controls that I don't understand.
You are climbing at a very high angle at a very low speed. That doesn't work.
Well, I mean, not the whole time. I can't really tell my angle when I'm in the open skies also. Okay, I think I'm pretty high. Let's see, where the hell is the island? Yeah, like now I can't even tell where the hell the sea is anymore. Oh well.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like this hippogriff needs an artificial horizon.
Heh.
But that would not really make sense.
You know, well, it could be one of those things where it's an in-game representation of just like a sense you can't get from purely like the audio and visual. Because a lot of people have more, like, there's way more awareness than you can get from a monitor.
Well, yeah, like
camera
IRL,
scene.
you can kind of tell where
Yeah.
the gravity is pointing.
So that's like the health indicators, even like freaking map markers. In some way, you could say that your character is just so familiar with the land, and he has very good spatial orientation skills that he just knows, which you don't. But some of those things are best left to the player to, you know, master and know. But something like the artificial horizon, I feel like it wouldn't be remiss. It wouldn't be out of place. Then again, I don't know what the design was. Maybe it was a conscious decision. Also, what's up with these gears is sticking out the deck without actual like proper holes for them, because this thing cannot spin in this, and don't try to tell me it can. It widens like hell, and there is no hole for it to go into, the wide part.
This
And
is
also,
the first engineering.
yeah, also no hole like in between the here for the vertical thing spoke to sink into. This is classic, like, you know, in every other game when the doors open sideways, they just go into the wall. And no one ever pays attention, only I do, because I'm just like on another level from everyone else, obviously. Let's talk to, I guess that's the guy who is like, doesn't let me go swim or fly. Come back, I didn't give it the camera yet. Oh, different dialogue, I didn't even notice.
Well, they're just low poly. I don't think anything looks outright awful
Well,
in this game.
I feel like the overall picture, like the color combinations, and maybe I would put some shadows in here or something, and I would remove the like specular glares on most of these things, and I would remap the textures a little bit so that the floor isn't so stretched out, for example. And I would put actual textures on some of these, just like smooth looking things. I would probably try to unify the visual style between all the surfaces. Like taking this pipe as a template apart from this part here, because obviously it was texture mapped before it was bent, but you know, make it just look like Quake, because everything looks better when it looks like Quake. And it's cheap and easy.
That.
Yeah, could do that, or you know, could do the Sonic Roboblast 2 route and just make everything in the Doom engine. Because have you seen the newer updates for that HippoCat? There's some crazy shit in there now.
I haven't seen any of it.
Oh,
I know it exists.
you
but
should
I
play it.
haven't
It's
seen
really
anything.
cool. It's like the best 3D Sonic representation ever. And they put some crazy ass shit in there. Like there's this whole bonus game where it's like the game series Knights, I guess, where you look at yourself sideways flying through like rings of things and just like mechanics and just out of a zoo. I don't know how the hell they managed any of that. Maybe all the scripting, or maybe it's just like use open source engine code and just redid stuff. But it's kind of mad, madly good. Effort. Cool camera. I have a camera here. I'm ready to depart. Yes, I'm ready to dearly depart. Okay, cool. Good luck out there. Waggle the tail. Why am I running in the opposite direction? I guess it's for a run-up. Whee! She flies way better in the cutscenes than I can. This is a little narrative dissonance.
You kinda can fly like that.
Not me
It's
right
not
now.
like too outrageous.
Remove this character. Remove Kebab. This black, red, mark, yellow, weird thing.
Nah, she's cool.
Maybe she's better in game. Also, this picture, I wish I could make it stay, because the claw, the front claw that, I guess it's Nimbus still, that she has, like, rising up, it looks just like not the other claw, I don't know. Like that
Yeah,
picture
it looks a bit weird.
looks like a little heart thing. Okay. This was, I don't think this is how it looked in the old demo build that I got to play. Like,
It's a bit similar, but
Alpha.
yeah, the island is different.
wait, did you play that as well? What the fuck am I doing?
Emma is included in this game.
Oh,
It's unlocked after you beat it.
I wonder if it's the same that I played, because I think what I played was some sort of like unique alpha build that Ben had because he's friends with the author of this. Okay, I guess I was scripted to fail.
Well, we just have to play the game and see.
Exactly. It is time for a new day in the quest. No. To learn the basics of flight. I think he looks like my subconscious, like, phony representation because the same colors. Apart from the actual body color, but like the blue, red, and yellow, whatever. I'll catch you if you fall, so don't worry about that. To take off, you start by pressing the jump button and press the flap button in the air to spread your wings. Same button though. After that, you can hold down the fab button to keep fapping. You will also need both movement controls and the camera controls while flying. I actually didn't try doing anything in the movement controls. I'm curious now. The camera controls affect which direction you're going, more on this later. The movement controls affect your direction of thrust. Oh yeah. For now, make sure you hold forward while flying. I actually never hold forward, I don't think. Maybe I do. Let's see. Releasing forward will slow you down. Holding backwards will bring you to a quick stop. Go inside in the right direction, get running start, and take off. They want me to explain? Nah. Watch and learn. Flight through part la. Okay, I might not have been holding forward when I was flying earlier. Yeah, I think I was. Oh shit! Well, I made it. So far, so good. You're generous, man. Oh boy. Speg, too much speg. Save in PNG when you have this kind of whatever. There are 4 important forces in flight. Lift, weight, thrust and drag. Physics. Hippocat said that when he saw this he was a big fan immediately.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be good after seeing this. And I was right.
Weight pulls you down, it's gravity! To stay in the air you need lift. Not if I flip upside down, bitch! Then they both point in the same direction. Drag is what slows you down. It's the pull of the wind, or just don't fly in drag. Opening your wings to the wind increases drag. Oh, so that's how I slow down? Is that just by pressing back or something? It also grows with your airspeed. Okay, logical. For this next bit you will need to use the camera controls to adjust your bitch. Just pull up slightly to keep yourself from falling down. Be gentle about it though, you'll lose control.
I'd expect Champion to be more open-minded about things.
Yep. Champion, my little fapper is better than anything furry. By far. The rest is the same as before. Remember to hold forward with the movement controls while flying to avoid losing speed. Want me to go over? I appreciate that the no is exactly under the next line button. And it doesn't make me accidentally make it repeat. Well, I didn't even... Oh, cool. I wish you would have allowed me to just stand around in the air. Okay, yeah, pressing backwards is what does that. The thing that increases drag and spreading your wings. Well done! Well done. Decide what keeps you from falling is lift. Your wings act as airfoils that produce lift. As long as you have enough speed in the right direction. Stop! Stop right now! I want to look at the picture. Direction of the air and the resulting pressure differences. When the angle of attack is positive, oncoming air is deflected downwards, above and below the wing, and as a result the wings are pushed up with an equal and opposite force. This also creates a high pressure below the wing and a low pressure above the wing. Since unobstructed air flows from high to low pressure, the air in front of and behind the wing is deflected upwards, accelerating the airflow above the wing and slowing it down below the wing, amplifying the pressure difference. This effect is reciprocal probably, with a downward deflection above and below the wing, and since the high pressure air below the wing exerts greater force on the wing than the air above it, the net result is upward lift. That's all
how wings work.
That's all you should have said, man. You spread them out, you get lift. What I'm trying to say is you have to go fast to stay in the air. Slow down too much, you will fall. Furthermore, you can't just fly straight up. Your angle of attack is too steep, you lose your speed almost immediately. Man, I've played Super Mario 64. I played Super Mario 64, I know how to fly. I also played Tonic Trouble as a kid, way earlier than Super Mario 64, and that taught me to fly as well.
But have you played Digital Combat Simulator?
No, and I never will. In general, sharp turns in any direction is a better grammar, so you should plan ahead and make your turns as smooth as possible.
Well, it really explains the physics of flight, but you don't really need to understand it very well in order to play the game.
I imagine it's the
pretty
kind
intuitive.
of thing. I imagine it's the kind of thing you don't really benefit from grasping the physics behind, especially in the game. You just kind of get the feel as you play. And then you have such complex time mechanic. Yeah, I mean, Vin, that's fair. But also, that's kind of, it has been their thing. I don't remember if the build that I played back like many years had the same flying or different, but it was the main draw. Just standing around and jumping into flight was really good. For example, horse, crocodile, purple unicorn, I don't know which one is that. That's the main character champion. But yeah, that's fair. Like, the one reason I can sympathize with is hating something because just everyone talks about it. Like, I hate Goose Game and I've barely seen like 2 seconds of footage. But people won't shut up about it, and I hate it by proxy.
I
So
think Goose Game is cool, but because I've seen it before, everyone started talking about.
yeah, I imagine it's alright. But it's things like that. I am extremely susceptible to just hating things that I don't care about that everyone talks about by default. Then some of them I try and get into, but... So yeah, I appreciate the coming over your opinion. I was gonna say like judgment, misconceptions, but these are all unfair words. Opinion, or feelings about it, and still visiting the stream and watching this physics lesson. Next we're going to fly in a circle. I also flew very well in San Andreas, and I wish those controls were here instead of mouse controls, but whatever. Next we're going to fly in a circle through these toroidal, I mean donut-shaped clouds. You will need to use the camera controls to turn left and right as well as up and down in order to make the full turn. Keep in mind that you also need to use the movement controls to control the direction of thrust. If in doubt, so finally don't forget to jump and fap. Yes, they won't know. What does actually pressing left and right in the air do, like A and D? What does that do?
Well, you do like turn a little, I think, but you don't really need to do that.
I guess kind of like Q and E in San Andreas, maybe. Though that was useful on occasion. Okay, let's say. Let's see and let's fly. Guys showing off there.
Basically, what he said, just keep holding forward.
Dude almost pushed me off the cloud, asshole.
I also like how it's like a little sulfur, like she's a baby here.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Cool. I guess she probably learned to fly when she was young. And this is like her representation of remembering that. Next cloud is higher up.
Vin, I'm not sure what you meant by that, but if you mean like plane wings, like aircraft wings,
I think
everything that he said about like low and high pressure and lift applies to aircraft wings as well.
I think he means the game Pilot Wings. Maybe. Which I have not
such a
played.
game?
I think there's a game Pilot Wings. I don't remember what kind of game it is or what platform, but I've definitely heard the name many times. Safe to say I've not played it. Fapping your wings pushes you forwards. This is called thrust. When flying up, all the other forces are holding you back. Then, okay, your wings can only reduce a small amount of thrust, so you will slow down if your angle is too steep. And just like before, you can fly if you don't have enough speed. Keeping your angle as low as possible is a must. Going down, however, is easy. Oh yeah! You can reach huge speeds if you start from a high place. I start everything from a high place. Then to fly better is all about managing your momentum. High potential energy, kinetic energy. Oh man, I remember that from school.
Good thing you went to school, otherwise you wouldn't be able to play this game.
Yeah. Try to mimic my motions and fly up to the cloud behind me. As always, don't forget to hold forwards while flapping. Now let's explain again. So I would say, despite my fucking stop doing that. Actually, okay, he didn't penalize me for this, so it's all fine. But I didn't quite catch what he wanted me to do. I guess ascend slowly. Despite my gripes with the character designs and some of the graphical aspects, the game seems very well designed overall. Attention to detail, good mechanics, good tutorials. Like the little thing with the buttons and the tutorials and like repeat button being here and don't repeat being here. That's already, I think that's well designed. You would think that like if you keep just skipping it, yeah, it is good design, because when you read the tutorial you don't just kind of mash the button blindly, and you don't really have a danger of accidentally ending it when you wanted to repeat it or something. But if you have seen this before and you're just skipping through it, you don't have to be careful like with the freaking owl and Ocarina of Time, so yeah, that's good. And there's a tiny dark cloud, let's see if we can thrash it. Oh, champion, cool. I don't remember if I knew to... I think I must have known how to read before I went to school.
Yeah, I think I also knew how to read. And also, don't schools like require kids to be able to read nowadays?
I don't know about nowadays, but I feel like my mother took like my preparation for school a bit seriously, and we read, we did some basic maths, And I remember being very afraid that they were gonna demand me to remember the whole multiplication table, which I didn't. I was going like, oh, first day in school, I'm gonna just get a 2, which is a D, I guess. Press and hold the dodge dash button to execute the dash attack. You can do this in midair as well. That's right mouse button, right? You can do this in midair as well. Dash attack can be used to gain a short boost and is very versatile. However, you lose most of the speed after the dash. If you use it while you're already going fast, it will slow you down. The dash attack has a cooldown indicated in the lower right corner. Furthermore, using the dash attack will retract your wings unless you hold the fab button while using it. Alternatively, you can press the fab button again after dashing in flight. Oh, and by the way, you can also press this button to retract your wings manually. Shift, okay, this button. The way it's worded makes it seem like he's still talking about the dash button, but I guess he means shift here. Fly up to the tiny dark cloud and ram it with the dash attack. Ram it! Return here afterwards. You want me to do? No, thank you. Go out my way. Okay, I forgot to hold space there. Wow, he doesn't want me to fly away at all. But what if I wanted to, like, turn around first?
So when dashed into things while flying, like you see this like reticle appears around the target. That's a fucking lie. You have to come closer. Like, it appears and you will dash and you will fucking miss it. Like, it happens sometimes, so just come a little closer than you think you need.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm having trouble keeping track that my wings are no longer retracted. I mean, no longer spread. Ugh. Okay, and shift to manually do this. The very first time I did it, I mistook shift for right mouse button because I talked about it earlier. And instead of just retracting them and landing, I went off the side. But now I think it's time for a break. Now it's time for the opposite of a break, which is waking up and actually getting into the action. New campaign gameplay arcs. You have unlocked flight tutorial play and demo. Oh, wait, this is the demo or just the tutorial demo?
I think it is the demo.
Okay, cool. There's them from new game menu. I'm kind of curious. When it's time to start finishing the stream, I'm going to check that out as well. I'm just going to confirm if it's the same environment that I had, and probably it's gonna. Does it have different physics?
No.
So it's probably just a different environment, right? Or something.
Yeah, it's a different tile.
Okay. So it. I wonder if I still have that build on my PC. Because I don't think I was supposed to have it. Well, I mean, Ben gave it to me, but it wasn't like a public thing, I think. There's a sharp pain in your wing. You cannot fly or dash until it has healed. You'll have to take the long way around. But can I swim?
And this is just kinda a little bit bullshit. They give you the camera, they show you the island, and I was like, hell yeah, let's take some fucking pictures and fly around. And the game's like, fuck you, you're struck by lightning, your camera is lost and your wing is broken.
I kind of appreciate
like,
it, honestly. I want to just enjoy running around first before I can just fly over everything. It's like in GTA, when you start flying, just the environment loses all what impact it had on you, because now you see the entire game world. And I mean, it's not an issue here, but I like kind of like being forced to experience the world in a slightly limited state before you get to the full game experience. Also, this random just like 5 planks sticking out here and nothing else, and nearly no texture on the floor.
This island is like barren as fuck. Unfortunately, there isn't nearly enough interesting stuff on it.
Yeah, I don't really mind that as much as many people, so I'll probably be fine with it.
I kind of like this intro because you like come to this island and you can't fly, and it's night and it's like creepy and scary and mysterious, and then when you get to fly around during the day, it just feels better after that.
Cool.
So I'm not sure if it compensates my initial disappointment after not being fly right away.
By the way, is it just like a limited color palette or like 16 colors or something? Because on the sand you can clearly see the whole like I don't know how it's actually called.
Yeah, I
but
understand what you mean.
the rainbows.
Like gradient that isn't very smooth.
The oil slicks. I think maybe it's just because it's dark. Because when the lightning strikes, it kind of disappears. Honestly, it could be also the deal in horse game as well. I remember in darker places, I feel like I saw it. Yeah, I've been playing Red Dead Online. God, so many people like this shit in the game. You know what? I'm still waiting to get RDR 2. When I hear, like, from everyone, oh, they fixed everything, holy god. But yeah, also, why I was thinking about the gradient on the floor is because the texture is so low contrast that I only pretty much just see the gradient thing, and that makes it feel like it's just like the ground is not moving and these things are just floating in the air and I'm floating towards them or something. I don't know. But I guess it's just a general graphical thing. There could be more definition and depth to everything. But it's not a very crucial thing. I'm just like... I can't even say objectively that it would be better with that. New documents. You can perform a sliding stop while running. I think I just did that accidentally a couple times. Also, I wonder if this is pre-recorded video or if it's like pre-animated model rendering into this little rectangle here. Because it doesn't seem to have any artifacts and it has like anti-aliasing issues. I think it's not actually a pre-rendered video, which would make sense. And I also respect them if it's the case, because I kind of hate pre-rendered videos for some reason being used like this. I don't know, just something about it I didn't like. Okay. I guess it just taught me the thing that I accidentally did here. This kind of thing. Well, not quite. Oh, interesting. I like the freaking Sonic curl up on the ball reaction to everything she has. You can find your maps on the document screen. If you are on the map, your position will be indicated with a red dot. The arrow shows your heading, and the LR shows the camera direction. Oh, neat, right, that's a different thing. Meh. Cool. Oops, I tried to like ram it with a dash attack or something.
That sounds nice, hazmat.
Sentence jam and better. Jam and better. Jam and butter. I don't particularly like putting jam on bread, but...
Yeah, I kinda hate jam, actually.
I will not
but
judge
it
you.
probably would be good with milk.
I like jam in porridge, and I like jam in tvorog, which is like curdled milk, I guess, or something. Not quite, but similar enough. I don't like it on bread, I don't like it by itself. I don't like it with tea, on toast, or anything like that. Changing direction while running takes some time. Plan ahead and keep holding the side until your heading is good. Let's see. Yeah, it's a kind of a horse game thing as well.
In horse game, I feel like you have more mobility.
Maybe. I think the sprint in the demo is kind of busted because Ben just like made it accelerate faster because the space is so small. But the intended thing is also more mobility, but you cannot turn in a dime in a horse game. You actually have to like do this kind of thing every time. Which I wonder if we should address that or not. I feel like it could be a thing where like the higher your speed, the more you actually start needing to turn. So if you're just trying to turn from a standing position, I feel like we should allow the turn on a dime. But the big intended thing always was that when you start sprinting, you like barely can rotate anymore. And that I can confirm here. We're not quite done with that whole mechanic yet, and I can confirm this game that it feels nice. Because it's a way to cover large distances in a non-boring way. Because it's just satisfying to accelerate like crazy and feel the speed when you don't need to maneuver a platform.
I tried peanut butter once and I was like, what the fuck? So I really don't understand how is this such a big thing in the United States.
I kind of like peanut butter. I've not had it in like half my life, but I remember kind of liking it when I tried it. I remember we had the selection.
I mean, it's okay, but it definitely wasn't the best thing ever.
Well, I mean, yeah, it wasn't the best thing ever, but you know, depends on what you're used to.
It's
Honey.
a hippogriff money spider.
Yeah, also honey, I just don't eat honey in any way because I don't like it. It's way too sugary. But the hippogriff, supposedly, in the show they look a bit better. More like hair on the head and everything.
Didn't they start making this before
Yeah,
hippogriffs were in the show?
I think I mentioned it in the beginning. She used to be Griffin before they changed it, I think. I wonder if I have that old build and if we have the old demo character, because if I'm gonna, you know what, before I end the stream, I'm gonna check out the demo build in here, and I'm gonna see if I have that build. Because I probably wouldn't have deleted it, surely. Anyway, running is cool. I think in horse game we should have even faster running than this, if you can find a place to accelerate. Okay, so what did that do? I just made it light up. Cool. Things! Features. One shiny thing. Reminds me of lambs from Rayman 2, a little bit. Bleh. Well, I mean, I actually haven't tried it on meats, but by itself I cannot stand it. And like with milk and... Come to think of it, I haven't tried it in any other way.
I'm gonna tell you right away that there is 501 shiny things.
Only 501? Pathetic. I'm gonna collect them. No, not really, but maybe I'll try to collect them all.
It's easy to collect them all.
Cool. Well-timed jumps off of angled surfaces allow to efficiently convert horizontal momentum to vertical momentum. Of angled. Does it mean just like running? Let's see. Demonstration.
It literally shows you.
Yeah. Oh, that's not actually what I expected because I wasn't looking, I was reading. But I was expecting the thing where, like, in most games when you run down the slope, you jump, like, you know, you jump perpendicular to the ground, but when you're down the slope, that gives you, like, forward momentum. But it showed us jumping from actually an upward slope, which is interesting. I wonder, I probably shouldn't even, like, keep trying to jump up these without flying, or should I?
You can make it.
Can I flap
But you
at
don't
all?
have to. You can come back here later.
Oh yeah, you can run on the wall. Cool! I thought it was just like gonna touch the wall and then she would stop and reorient herself, but she actually can run on the wall a little bit. That's cool. Go, go, go! Oh, shit.
I don't think I could get this one without flying. But you're welcome to try, of course.
I'm wondering if there's a way to accelerate better, like maybe... Oh no! Shark! Baby shark. No, that's not baby shark. Okay, well that wasn't very good. I wish those slopes had wider contact with the ground. Not quite. Okay. I wonder if this one is kind of like a red herring and you can just jump from the other one or something. Okay, that just lost all speed there. Nice.
Try jumping on that thing. Like do 2 jumps, one from the ground and another from it.
What the f... Okay, that was some air. I don't think I'm gonna actually make this jump like I thought, but... Nah. That was the best possible moment to actually start like doing the roll in place, but... The one time she didn't feel like doing it. Okay, that was a bit early. I don't know, Asmati. I downloaded from Itch.io. It might. It's a Discord server. I like the breathing sound effect, actually speeding up. Wow, that's some freaking detail. I really like it. I just noticed like the breathing particle and everything. That's crazy. Okay, but the jump is way too cool. I need to jump earlier. Swim, swim, swim. That's like some Psychonaut shit. I said earlier. Okay, I'm gonna not spend my whole life here, just a little bit more. Okay, no. I don't know how I did it nearly that one time, but I'll return here with flying. This feels like I'm not mastering something that I should be mastering, but I don't feel like it.
you actually shouldn't be mastering this, because later on you'd be able to fly, and if you can jump somewhere, you can just fly there.
Heh,
And you don't really have to use any of the skills you learned during this introduction part.
fair enough. I feel like maybe they should have found some better way of animating very, very steep thing instead of just slowing down the animation like this. Oh well. Let me guess. Spin. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Right mouse button.
Shit. Well, that was the last thing I would have tried.
The game teaches you this later, but like on slopes you can like use this dodge maneuver with the right mouse button to move a little bit.
Eh. Well, if it teaches me that, I guess it must be intended, so I don't feel bad about doing it. Because it doesn't feel particularly intended. It's weird that you can just roll forward on the from no like acceleration, especially on the slope. As soon as you like, I feel as soon as you go into a rolling position on the slope, you're just gonna roll down. I wish she didn't sometimes just lose all speed while transferring to a slope like that. But sometimes she doesn't, and it's kind of weird and slightly inconsistent. But maybe I'm just not grasping the differences right now. I also wish it was more like a... Actually, no, it is. Never mind. I was going to say like, it doesn't walk forward or something, but I was confused. It's not like a... I'm not even sure what I was thinking about it. Because obviously, if I press forward, she's gonna walk where the camera is pointing. For some reason, I, for a second, thought she didn't. Whatever. Brain fart. This reminds me of Carmageddon TDR.
Oh, it actually kinda does. Yeah, I can see the resemblance.
Huh. I didn't even read what that thing was teaching me about. Let me go just nab the document.
This gives me some fucking New Year Shiz vibes.
But yeah, oh hey, this is exactly where it actually teaches this. I kind of feel like this is just something they couldn't really fight in their physics mechanics, and they just left it in and pretended it's intended.
Oh, I thought they teach you that later on in one of the levels. Oh well.
Why is there sometimes a rainbow? I guess it's a loading indicator that comes by really fast.
Like, you could put this music in New Year Shiz and I wouldn't notice anything.
I would, because I remember all the music from Yoshi's, but... I guess it kind of reminds me of the part on the roofs, maybe. Actually, it's kind of like a between the roofs and the first part.
So yeah, I don't really like the music in this game, apart from one track.
I was about to say, I like it better than the Shiz music. Then you had to go and destroy it like that. For some reason I like it. It's like, it's kind of boring, but it's chill. Have some control over where you're going during a jump. To jump as far as possible, keep holding forward. That makes sense. Also, it makes me think of Crash Bandicoot, which I don't have any nostalgia for, and I don't like the music from that. But for some reason, it makes me like this one a little bit more by association, even though it's completely logical. Interesting mushroom-shaped trees. Why is the reticle even there? Like, it's not like I Sonic-style homing attack it or anything, do I?
Well, you kinda do, but as you remember, you cannot dash right now.
Oh, right, I'm just rolling all the time. What was that? Some snow fell outside, I guess, and made a loud sound or something. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see the plight of people who want first game to have a damn turning thing. Okay, why am I here and where am I going? I probably cannot even float, right? Glide. If my wing is sprained.
But you jump like pretty far, like she falls rather slowly, so you can cover
right.
distances.
I forgot you don't spread your wings by default, that's right. Also, I guess it kind of sounds a little bit like maybe some Rayman 2 music as well. I know I like it. Ah, what? No, I forgot to hold forward. Velociraptor bird, you mean just a Velociraptor? I'm just gonna... What's that egg that keeps following me? I thought it was a shark.
Oh, it is kind of a fish.
Sharks are not fish, I think. Or are they?
Well, you said that this is shark. I didn't say this was shark.
Hmm.
There are Hazmati, but there aren't too many of them. It's mostly platforming.
God damn it. Way to walk over the thing that I needed you to do. It is cool to have a game that is mainly focused on platforming because the platform mechanics are fun. Also, what was the weird black vertical glitch going on there? Is the shiny like doing black lightning underneath it or something?
I don't know.
Kind of
I
looks
can
like
see it because it's dark and I can see shit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I should leave some of the high flying ones for... Oops. For when it's brighter. Because I feel like it's doing black lightning underneath it. Sharks are fish. What aren't fish then?
Maybe dolphins?
Dolphins, I guess whales probably. Also, Champion Horse game has enemies. In fact, combat is its main focus almost, so... And it's more related to the canon than this, I would say. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff there that I didn't even attempt. The music is very like PlayStation era platformer. I'm guessing it's either...
need to fly.
Yeah, either wall jumping or flying, which I'm guessing no wall jumping. Quite completely. Okay, and this little cage thing. Oh, it's just vines growing like that's weird. I was actually kind of hoping it was actual like wires in the mesh. Okay, you can go in there, but I want to check out this tower first.
Man, this fucking tower was a bit of a problem. I wonder how you will deal with the tower.
Oh, interesting. What?
I'm not gonna tell you anything about the tower, so
Okay,
have
good.
fun figuring it out.
I'm gonna presume it's not quite relevant right now because there's... Unless I jump on this and it does something, it doesn't. Well, I'm gonna leave it for later. Yeah, this texture stretched to hell and back. Syriac, eh? Could be. Ah, you
I
could
don't even know what that means.
I think it's the guy who does like those, or did, those weird flash animations with like weird psychedelic shit with cows and stuff.
I think you mean Weebles, and that's not him.
No, I don't remember Weebles. I think
Weebles is look at my horse.
No, no,
That's
no, no, no.
Weebles.
No, I think... What the fuck? Click the screen, click the screen. I think I actually mean Syriac. Minus Pi, to confirm, is he the one that was doing like weird photograph manipulation, weird flash animations? Like any mutations or something like that? With cows and like repeating stuff. And horses and walking on legs and weird stuff. Actually, keep again. Just YouTube like search Syriac and see if you find something like what I'm talking about.
I can't be arsed right now.
Also, wanted to run through that the intended way, and it's cool. A ship video. I don't know what specific ship video you're talking about, but makes do maps. That's interesting. I guess I might have heard about it at some point, but I don't remember. Because to me, those animations were not relevant, like, for a long time, or have not been, rather. Really? Well, I don't know who he is, but a wall of mushrooms, interesting.
Wait, you don't know look at my horse? You don't know Badger, Badger, Badger?
I know Badger, but I didn't know who made it. I have only seen a parody of Look at My Horse.
And that's an autosave. And they are gonna look like that for the rest of the game.
I feel like that's just like a one of those bots with the orb buried in the sand or something. Yeah, the music definitely gives me like 90s PlayStation game vibes.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if you can go here. I guess you can go here. Huh.
I was hoping it was the classic puzzle, but it's not.
No, it's a dumb puzzle.
It looks like it could be just trial and error, but for a 9 square
It
thing.
is. You just need to figure out the pattern.
I guess it doesn't have to be like a adjacent square. Okay. I'm actually gonna just use num keys to remember 2 6. 2 6. Two 6.
Also, the plants make you high.
Cool. 2 6.
Try running through a bunch of them before this place.
2 6. Blush though. Also, does she have the derpy eyes? Wow. I think she has the exact same kind of derpy eyes when standing on a slope that Sprocket had in Horse Game last demo. Though, maybe that was the effect of the drug, because I feel like they fixed themselves. Never mind. 2 6. I don't remember which one I've even tried. 2 6 8. Oh, I probably should have stepped on the next one. 2. Actually, wait.
No. Plants are here just for the hell of it.
2 6 8 4. That was a correct guess. 2 6 8 4. Okay. I appreciate the pattern that's easy to remember like this. The different, like, I keep feeling like the little bubbles that I see when I step on some of them will have some meaning, but I guess that's just like the plant effect flying about. Yeah, I don't remember. I guess I haven't stepped on that one. And the middle. Maybe it's the middle. Yeah, this is also a very old school platformer kind of thing. Okay, the middle and then what? Okay, not quite. Luckily, with each correct guess, the number of options for the next guess goes down. And I've stopped remembering it by num keys completely. I'm just remembering the actual pattern geometrically. And I forgot it. Okay, I think it's this one. Maybe you go around the other way. Hey! Plate puzzle cleared. Oh, it's just a... Yeah, there was definitely some black shit going on under that. Next ones I see, I'm gonna stop in front of and just look at it.
Oh yeah, they do like have this black lightning effect or something.
Which is exactly the thing I was talking about. The exact words I was using even. Okay, that columns I'm not even gonna try, cause screw that without playing. Full lightning effect. It's kind of adorable. The like sliding on your ass to stop. No 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 no. Well, sure.
This is bad.
Yeah, little idiot.
Well, I hope you can get out of here. I don't think you were supposed to be able to get to this part of the level.
Oops. Well, I mean, I just walked.
The first option is continue playing.
I was guessing that. I was just looking if she was like following the mouse or something. This makes me think of like Earthbound or something. Okay, yeah. step on the steps, you dumb fuck. Okay. Yeah, I straight up just walked there, so I don't know if this was supposed to be difficult. I guess the side was slightly tilted, so who knows.
You were supposed to follow the damn trail.
Ah. I was on the wrong side of the cracks. No, not quite. Also, just a side note, everyone but me in the world is an idiot, because I never had trouble with that mission, and everyone seems to have. Because I think the thing is, no one actually realized if you stick too close to the train, Big Smoke hits the corner of it. If you go farther away, Big Smoke is able to shoot them, and if you do that, he kills them very fast. And I figured it out as soon as like I saw the shots, and apparently everyone else found the mission hard, so I don't know. I'm just the smartest person in the world. Oh shit. Oh. This is not shooting at me, right? I'm gonna ignore it as well. Because this seems like a running attack sort of thing, or flying attack. Yeah, this is definitely not quite, you know, Zelda Breath of the Wild density. Then again, Zelda Breath of the Wild doesn't actually have that high of a world interesting things density. But I kind of like the world being empty because I appreciate being able to just explore and map out the landscape itself in my head without having to worry about finding and checking every little interactable thing that there is, like all the Ubisoft open world game map marker shit. But you know, I have weird gaming tastes, but I really like just the idea of a long, large map with nothing really in it that you just have to traverse for the sake of the length of the journey. Okay, this is a takeoff point, clearly. Irrelevant. Though, the pitch shift on the breathing sounds a bit weird. I will say that much. I like the detail, but I feel like the pitch shift maybe was unnecessary. Unless that was just a side effect of them making it, you know, speed up or slow down. I wonder if I can just, like, do a crazy long jump somewhere from here. Blech. Probably not. Oh well. I wonder if I could get on that net actually. Welcome back, music. I'm gonna climb the mountain again. I'm just gonna try to jump on the net or something. I don't think I can surface there if I swim, even if I had time without the fish. Okay. This is fun. This game is nostalgic for something I didn't really play a lot of. Yes, Skyrim up. You're already a horse hybrid creature. You should be able to Skyrim up this shit. Can I do the old maneuver where you like accelerate going down, then turn around and use the acceleration to actually ascend? Which doesn't always feel like it's feasible physics-wise, but it still works sometimes. Or I'm just gonna, you know, accelerate normally and then try to run up. Okay, maybe not. Where did I even climb? This is like World of Warcraft outside the map borders exploration. Which I've never done myself, but I've seen videos.
Now I want to see those videos.
Well, you know, it's not specific videos about that. I just watched like random, what's his face streams, Asmongold, and in one of them he did that. I think on classic, on the classic server beta or something. Just try to go around the shore and use like pets and pet control spells and stuff like that to get somewhere you shouldn't have. I think I might have seen videos specifically about that a long while back, and they're kind of cool. It's always fun to have these kinds of things when, you know, people care enough about the game to make that a meaningful thing, just like, you know, little unused map parts, unfinished. Like in Shadow of the Colossus or World of Warcraft. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can.
The only thing I remember about World of Warcraft is like some video about some location with like some creepy drowned
Yeah, that's a
people or
classic.
something.
Upside down sinners, that's a classic. Okay, I'm not gonna make this in any way. Upside down sinners is a cool, like, unused, unfinished crypt location. I needed to fuck off fish. Okay, thank you. Yeah, let's just proceed. But I think there was a bunch of exploits you could do in regards to like swimming, going around the stamina or whatever they had. You know, really just making these basic jumps feels good in this game. Major props to to the coders. I wonder if there are separate people to code this and to design, tell the coders how to make it feel, or if the person who was filling this out was able to code it on his own. Cool. I guess I accidentally did that correctly. Not gonna bother jumping on all this stuff. And before there's an achievement for lighting all the mushrooms or something.
There are no achievements, at least as far as I'm aware.
Why am I even playing then? What the fuck? You should tell me these things ahead of time. Make it! Whoa! I think I might not have grasped the jump up slope thing as well as I could have. I guess my aim is just off for that thing.
You can probably just jump straight to the mushroom.
Not quite, maybe from a higher point. Trying to be fancy here, man. That was not even remotely the thing I should have done. Yeah, okay, probably need to jump before I stop. Motherfucker.
Almost.
Yep.
Just need a bit more speed.
Okay. I don't know why that was suddenly much easier. What? Okay. Crack. Get out the crack. Cool. Maneuverability checks out. I don't know why I wanted to be here. There's things above me. This is definitely the back of Beyond. Without the new commission, which sucked. Okay, am I... No, I'm not. But I might... Let's see. Oh no, that's just a mushroom. I was gonna find like the best slope on this little edge to maybe get over there. But this mushroom is here just for that. Holding forward, not forgetting that.
Just please don't fall from the log.
I mean, it's not that far. I probably shouldn't have done that. Well, technically I didn't fall, I jumped from the log. Also now this part makes me think of like Mortal Kombat stage music for some reason, where it didn't before. Did the music change slightly, like that instrument was added, or is it the same exact thing? I wonder.
Yeah, it kinda changed a little.
Cool. That means I'm not entering a state of dementia.
It was just like a different part of the track.
It's like the classic Banjo-Kazooie style, switching the instrument slightly in the dynamic music track fading. Is this made out of like one huge terrain or something? Because some of these shapes look suspiciously like it. Oh well. Hell yes. Nice. I like the control I have. Not too much, not too little. Though by now I kinda wish I could fly. Maybe not, maybe I can stomach a little bit more. It's
No,
nice.
there's not much left.
Nice
Be able to
pretending
fly soon enough.
this is a normal platformer, but then it's gonna turn to flying former, and it's gonna ruin everything. Whoa! Oh, there was. Yeah. Well, there I go. Yeah, the slower breaths really are way too low. Sound like Darth Vader a bit. Okay, I'm gonna guess there's nothing on that beam or anything. It's just there to be jumped. Ooh, that looked kinda cool. That was probably not scripted to make the lightning just as I jumped there. And the camera turned that way as well. Okay, cliff tunnel entrance, all good, but what's here? I guess I held the button down. Evil shit. Here, see, like, they have actual holes for the things. Thank you for making the holes. I now specifically chose to disable some of the holes in this game, but, you know, not every hole is equally important. Also, these just make me think of, like, Spyro or something. Just the classic untextured blood color gem, just that type of thing. Hi. Where am I, and why couldn't I have been here before? Cool! Very cool. Oh, she saves me. Remains to be seen if she's a villain, but she looked annoying. Though she saves me, maybe she's alright. Another... How much more could there possibly be to learn? So, basically pitches up and down. Gauss... what? Okay, miss... Non-deterministic? Oh man, I refuse to learn these words.
Don't worry about it. You don't need to know these words to play this game.
What I'm getting at is you can perform a role. It's probably not that useful, but I think it's right up your alley.
That's true, it's absolutely not useful.
Idler on roll on the way in next cloud. It's just a matter of holding left or right with the roll controls. What's that roll control? Ah, Q and E. Haha. Which is
You
the
don't
next
ever have to do this in the game ever.
I mean, GTAs teach you to do that, and you also never need to do that unless you're like flying in between the thingamajigs or something. Houses. Good enough. Surely that was good enough. Why wouldn't you put me in a place where I can just run up quickly? No, shit, well. Interesting that they have different pictures for that one event. Are they random or are they just kind of predetermined depending on something that I'm not grasping?
Well, I haven't fallen much here, so I can't tell.
Look at Mr. Great at flying simulators. Okay, I'm gonna do it earlier. No, 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 no. Wah! Check me out. You're going to fly a little bit longer this time. Keep fapping, you will get tired. True. This is indicated on the stamina bar. Your stamina will recover slowly while not fapping. If you will take longer breaks, then the recovery rate increases slightly. Interesting. Also, your stamina recovers instantly if you land on the ground or a cloud. In any case, use it to your advantage. Man, you don't have to make me do the run-up every time. I'm gonna complain about streamlining, even though I hate streamlining in games. Do I need to keep fapping though? I can't just fly normally. I don't need to know about stamina for this. Also, if I round stamming, do I just fall or do I lose the ability to
No,
flap?
you just don't flap anymore.
Okay. Does it recover still, or is it the kind of thing where you need to
It
completely
does
stop?
recover.
Okay, good. Because it could do the like Dark Souls thing, where unless you stop doing the action that might require it, it doesn't recover if you like spend it all. I have just a few more things to teach you today. Sometimes you might want to look around while flying. You can do this if you hold down the engage button. Okay, I remember that. However, you want... Did I have shift for that? What does shift do in here? However, you won't have much control over where you're going, so be careful. Finally, I want you to know a bit about wind. There are some currents back there. Let's go.
Shift is walking and closing your wings.
Alright, closing the wings. I know all I need to know about wind. Because this is exactly how it works in every game ever. What was the game where I remember having that kind of wind? Actually could have been Tonic Trouble, because it had like little hurricanes that you used for lift. How about wind current? Wow, good fan. Wind from below can, I guess, a hairdryer fan kind of thing. We call it fan in Russian, so who cares? To make best use of this, your wings should have a large surface area exposed to the wind. Okay, which is, I guess I don't have to be pressing backwards because that makes them vertical. Try riding the upper current like I do. Make sure you go through all the donuts on your way. Meet me at the cloud above. I think I went through all the donuts. That's a horizontal wind current coming through here. There's a strong headwind when you keep flying even if you're not really moving. This is possible because when the air is moving in relation to you, the effect is the same, okay? Tailwind is wind that comes from behind. She looks kind of uncomfortable with this. Might sound like a good thing, but it can be pretty dangerous. Trying to fly in tailwinds can make you lose your lift or make you spin out of control, so watch out. I would have actually never guessed that much. Wind from the sides can hurt your control as well. Well, that's kind of obvious. 15 seconds, more or less in the same spot. There's movement control suggest, okay. Landing or standing. Controlled landing, huh? That could be challenging. But no. Maybe if holding forward makes me actually fight the wind properly. Fuck off. That's interesting, like this tutorial probably got a bunch of negative feedback from the testers or something. Okay, I'm not
Don't
grasping.
hold it the entire time, just hold it as much as you need to stay in one place, and that's that.
I
Also,
just
don't forget to flap.
I keep flapping mostly, I don't hold really forward. That probably doesn't count as the same place though. Okay, no. No matter what I do, I either go forward or down. I think the annoying bit is when I start flapping, for some reason the camera keeps like angling downward.
Yeah, camera sometimes is annoying in this game.
Like when I flap, I need to actively push upwards on the mouse as well. I wish I had the indicator of the seconds at least, to know when I'm
You
actually...
hear the beeps.
I do, but I don't know if it like reset or anything. Because there I couldn't hear the beeps. Okay, hopefully that counted. Controlled! That was controlled, shut up. Punch your fucking face off, man.
I wonder if that guy's hurt dead or something. The game doesn't tell you.
Yeah. It could be, because it's the same colors. Or similar colors. And her mother is just like a yellow colored chicken. No! Peach. Peach? Same thing. I wish you could just take no for an answer. Why? Okay. Pictures are cool, but I'm kinda sick of having to wait through that.
Well, then just don't fucking fall.
Nah. Does it reset when I like get upward out of the wind current? Okay, maybe I just don't need to flap almost ever. No, I do. Ah, it does the... No, it just reset me. Like, I hold it for a little bit of time. I guess it's probably the hints that could tell me about that. I can hold for some time, but then she just starts slowly like lowering or something, and I don't know what to start doing to counteract that.
Okay, let me hit myself. I'm gonna try to give you a hint.
Or when I do too much and she just raises out of the thing. Okay, that counted. Controlled. Oh, holy shit, okay.
Okay, good job. I don't actually have to do anything.
I was not even remotely staying roughly in the same place, but I guess it counted. Alright, that's enough for today, you did well. Meet me back at the cloud where it first started. Ah! Sure. Alright, dude. Slow down after that, I forgot. The guy is doing barrel rolls and shit. What a show off. I like that the parts from the previous tutorial are still there. Base. Cool. What engine is this made in?
I think it's custom-made engine in Java.
Cool. For some reason I kept thinking like freaking 3D basic or some shit. Bullet's 3D rather, it's probably not all basic, I don't know. The pain in the ring is gone. Unlocked Hell's Elixir, no intro. You can access from... Oh, so like I skip all this?
Yes.
Interesting. So let's get to flight. Blee! Blee yourself.
I have no idea what this is all about. Probably like a Kickstarter reward or something.
Who's Frisk? It's probably not the
No
yellow
idea.
cat, right? For some reason, this my first guess was like it's a get well card or something, but probably not. Appreciate the bucket. Appreciate the radiator. Appreciate the book. All I need to live. That's the magic 8-ball. A map of what? Drowning in soy. A slot. And I'm not gonna read anything else because it's unreadable. Punch in the door. Oh, hi. Sword. Why? Самотакая? Flog me in the toilet. No. How about I don't? I hope it's not an Undertale joke, because then I'm uninstalling the game and never playing it again. Down the vegan! You know what? I'm not gonna attempt to read that, because I'm just gonna embarrass myself. I also didn't pay attention to where she went. Calm hit! Hit? Okay. That's the least efficient way to move a box, man. Tada! Den her! Den whom? I don't even know her. 4-star Dumeg Ike? I mean... That's a cool animation. I wonder how they did the whole like drawing on the texture. That's pretty cool. Box on my arse? Sure. Oh, contents of the box on my arse and other. Actually, everywhere but. Drast the leg. Sand? No. Yes.
No, there's a problem that I have here a little bit. Because the game just tells you that her name is Melinda. But Sophie doesn't know that. Because Melinda never introduces herself. And the game just fucking spoils her name in the interface.
I'm gonna recharge from this force field. Who is Melinda? Maybe Melinda is a potted plant. Is it just backwards then? I'm tapping there. That was the opposite direction of the one that I pressed. I guess I hold it first and then I do the dash. Cool. Stop doing your thing. It's distracting. Nice. Give me the sword. Give me the sword, don't even try. Fuck off. That music is way more New Year shiz. That's the freaking like elevator fight music there. The beginning of it. Now I kinda wish I heard it for longer. Egg hair. Job to egg. I never understood when characters who spoke different languages interact. They keep fucking talking in their language knowing full well that the other person doesn't understand. I want to punch the plant. Fuck off. Come here. Okay. The sound of her magic is kind of weird. Evil tree, eye. Evil Wild Sparkle Cutie Mark in the eye. Tree things. They go in there, don't come out, okay. Because first my interpretation was that it produces those things, but they go in. Okay, sure. Tain Sun Ain. Lupus as lupus something, I don't remember. That does make any sense. Lighting from your arse. And something as well. Lupus lupum est. I don't remember how that goes. I remember freaking how retakve kreber kvidiš revolts in libera, but not lupus lupum est. My yellow blobs. What, like, which yellow blobs?
The ones you've been collecting.
Ah. Okay, cool. Just kind of phased through existence. Firing this leg. No. Firing sun leg. Wing Jeller. Wing Jeller sounds like way more my jam than firing sun leg. And an unknown diagram, huh? Okay, cool, fuck it. So the lightning arse man opens this door. I hate it in games when doors auto-close after a time. In Blood, that was kind of the worst thing ever. Blew myself up a couple times like that. Especially when it's actual, like, doors like this, not automatic. In Doom it kind of makes more sense. But these kinds of doors shouldn't do it. Yeah, okay. I like how Melinda is just out there, doesn't care about entering this place. Which presumably she had no access to before. Like the Eyes of Fortune to find out how many blobs are left in the area. They also give a map if you don't have it already. The number of blobs will show up in the map and stay updated. Cool. Oh, it's not a document, it's just a symbol of a document. Bleh. Forensic landing. 20. Pipe. Pipe is in English, what? That's pipe, I know what a pipe is. Topluk. Venster sotluk. Ogre sotluk. Well, there's only one thing I can do in this tapluk.
Be right back.
Okay. Yeah, mine is fine. They just forced me to work or something. Wait, I can fly. Not sure. I'm still kind of unsure how to like ascend. Well, I guess you just kind of pick slow. Yeah, you pick low angles where you can find a platform to stand on. After, good enough. What's that star there? It's a hint. Oh, that's a giant shiny. No, all the way down. Just
Don't forget you can dash in the air
right,
to get that extra burst of speed.
like the last one you need because you slow down afterwards.
Just make sure you do it before you land on the wall.
Yeah, makes sense. No. Some of these physics still don't quite agree with me, but I'll figure it out. Aha! I'm a god. Nice rug. Like here, I feel like in most games with flying you would be able to somehow correct yourself and get there in that situation.
Yeah, this is a super annoying thing in this game, that you just barely miss the platform. And you try desperately to get some extra height to get there, but you fail miserably and feel like a fucking idiot.
Indeed. I think I feel like launching Tonic Troubles just to show you why this part so immensely reminds me of that. There's a level in there in the volcano specifically centered around just flying and nothing else. Well, I've got one of them. The textures are no longer even unfiltered. Honestly, when the textures are filtered, the inconsistencies in the like scale of them kind of go away and it looks nicer, but then there's that hole with the Silent Hill texture. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely giving me major Tonic Trouble vibes now that it's indoors. Down the pipe, I feel like I should have rolled. If I could have rolled, but I couldn't have rolled probably. I mean, I could have, yeah, that's a button. Yeah. Ah, so like you destroy that and maybe get the fuck off. Get rid of a bunch of fruits in the area. Is this Mario 64 thing? No, it's not. Hi. Okay, I see how it works. Thank you, dog face, for explaining. Teaching by making me do it. Yay, I got a star. Oh. It looks like she was like sarcastically giving me a medal for doing a basic task. Lava grotte. This whole freaking hub down here. Cool. Pump station, okay. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna even attempt to read that, but I still kinda wanted to. I'm gonna ignore that as well for now. Okay, before seeing if I can open any of these force fields, I'm just gonna see what the hell is up here. Probably one of the places we've walked past. Okay, yeah.
Sophie is most definitely a girl.
You can tell by the single eyelash in every eye. Though there were characters with eyelashes like that in the like episode 25 of the last season. There was a Pegasus guy child who looked like a girl, and suddenly there's like I'm gonna guess I couldn't open any of the force fields. Oh, it's like a Mario 1-star door. Cute. Girl toilet, or what is it? Why is there that emblem? Not to open that. What? I'm just looking with like a incomprehending expression on my face, slightly open beak. Hard mode, normal difficulty enemies. Environment the most there, press the toggle. Hard difficult enemies, environment deadlier than usual. What do you say about these, Hippocat?
I don't know. I think the game is pretty easy on easy. But I haven't tried playing on hard, so I don't know how it feels. So
Let's
I don't
see.
know, just do what you think is best.
I'm hardcore, so I'm gonna try on hard. You can open the magic's document screen and change the difficulty. For a second there I kind of thought that like the two toilets were the difficulty selector. You go in the girl for easy and the boy for hard. But that would be kind of probably questionable.
What is this, sexism?
Yes, exactly. Ah, so that's where all the cat people came from. This guy fucked the cat.
No, he didn't fuck the cat.
Okay, that's where we fought, I think. Let's be naughty. Tree thing. I'm guessing it's one of the diagrams. I can open a door. Storm Strat Bunker Ball? Darn. Ball? Giant spoon on the ground. I'm kidding. There. Freaking Super Mario 64 structure. I can't get over it. And that. Walking on actual pistols. What the hell is this? Steampunk shit. Steampunk Silent Hill. Never thought I'd see the day. This looks like a gas pump. Ah, okay. I thought the game crashed there or something. Weapon fabric. Oh, weapon fabric.
Well, they did say there was a weapon factory on the isle.
Vaping is a weapon indeed. Hey, there's cats. I'm glad they were turned to stone. I'm also gonna open all the doors by kicking from now on.
You can also try dashing through the doors.
Yeah. Man, this is non-linear. I'm afraid. I'm also disappointed. There should have been a glowing in there. A shiny. Also, her breath here kind of sounds like the infernal, like, lava breath or something. Like, boiler, giant boiler steam sounds instead. As I was running past the sinister orange windows and stuff. Kinda reminds me of the lava sounds in Thief 1. Love them. Love them sounds. Lava sounds. Oh, there was a point on this. Okay, cool. It's still on the island. So this is the good weather you were talking about, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of orange. I guess it's the fart cloud. Well, I'm out of here. See you later, losers. Man, this is kind of scarily open. Okay. Does it retract after time or after I go away? That answers my question. Flying looms, I hate them already.
Yeah, they are kind of tricky to get.
I'm gonna just be cutting corners and assuming its trajectory. Ugh, fucking wall. Why are you existing in the world? I'm also gonna assume it has a preset trajectory, not just flying away from me. Bitch! There we go. Nice, that's fun. What's with the XD money, Spider? I fucking love the thief lava. Like, it goes very well with like the sinister magical atmosphere, the subtext of everything. What if lava in Thief is actually like all the souls of the dead are burning in there or some shit? Also, yeah, the golden snitch. Oh, interesting, Mine Spider. Well, serves you right. Don't wear headphones ever. It's just a fence. No lums in the thing. I'm calling them lums based on Rayman 2. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. That's just what the terminology is now. Oh, it turns around. Get the fuck back here, bitch. Okay. I was hoping it would turn around and go back, but I guess it just turned around because I was near there. Maybe they turn around if you try to like intercept them or something. Not always. Water's interesting looking. Man, I'm gonna just spend some stream sessions flying after these fucking things.
There's not too many of them, fortunately.
Cool. Hell, that's a game. I know LSD, but I don't know hell. Straight up like that. Right, you flap, you gain speed. I keep forgetting. It's not the just for going up. Yeah, they do turn around and intercept them, huh? Ah, bitches. What was it? I am man, you are machine. You shall obey. They're not even machine, but I'm, you know, still. Like whatever little will-o-wisp. Clearly dumber than me, and yet they presume that they deserve to live. And be uncollected. Giggity.
That's another issue I have with this game, is that it's like pretty easy to like overcorrect. I don't know, it feels like mouse sensitivity is pretty low, but still it's kind of too much somehow in some situations.
I think my thing there was I expected to just turn sideways, but instead I like did a freaking whatchamacallit roll change in there. Alright, hold FAP. Yeah. There's the other one. Wonder how much room for improvement I have for the flight in this game, if I will actually improve, or I'll just like brute force everything. Because maybe it's one of those things where it's like, you know, instead of returning when you've upgraded your stats, you return when you've actually learned to play the game better and pick these things up.
Well, you do get a little bit better, in my experience.
And this the last loop I'm doing. Bitch. Okay. Also,
Yeah,
kind
you
of
can get this shit at any time you want, and the game will tell you explicitly when you get to the point of no return.
good. There I was struggling with depth perception a little bit. Need to play this in VR. Well, I overcame it, so it's probably turning around at this point. Yeah. Okay, where do I want to be where I haven't been? I don't know. Some of these things, but there's nothing in them or on them. There was that little runway thing.
This is the intro area you're flying through right now.
Yeah, I've guessed
You've
that much.
collected most of the things here.
I was just trying to remember where I saw that little runway with a ramp thing. With the beacons like that one, I think. If it means something or not.
That's not the one you've seen, but this will do.
Oh, there's several. Interesting. Yeah, I think the other one was like different direction on the other side of a corner. Oh, it's like a Batman, Superman fly through things.
They're pretty easy though.
It says you. It could be like the driving school as opposed to flying school. I did reasonably well with flying school and I can do all gold. But hell if I ever want to even try for all silver in driving school, because fuck that.
Yeah, driving school fucking sucks.
God damn. I guess it's like the character, the depth perception issue is a thing. I'm gonna bring the camera as close as I can for this. This is actually kind of cool. Using the outline thing, just like fading it out a little bit and having this sort of thing be like the as close to first person camera as you can. Fuck off. Of course, I barely see what my wings are doing, so I'd rather play like this. I wish, now I've gushed a little bit about the breathing sounds, I kinda wish I can turn them off. Because they're getting on my nerves with the pitch shifting. God.
I don't know, I haven't even been noticing them when I was playing.
It's fine by default, but when I like stop and when it starts slowing down, like that's when it kind of whoa, stop doing that. I don't want to hear that anymore. It's like people making sounds when they eat, like munching. Okay. Oh, what's that demon gate over there? He's gonna presume this does something. It does nothing. I wonder if I can dive bomb this shit before it like reacts to me. Yeah. Shit, now I have to do all... No. Later, bitch. Later. Cubes on poles. Architecture.
This gave me some trouble.
Oh, this looks like it's gonna be like jump from thing to thing without falling. Boy, interesting. This could be troublesome indeed. Okay, already failed. I wonder if you can do this without really flying that much.
I think you do need to fly.
Counts! Counts! Timer. But I don't care because I found that thing and it looks like an entrance. Ice cave exit. There's a Triforce over there and a clock. Man, exploration is cool. Texture mapping is difficult.
I'm really impressed with how this game is made. Like, everything is one big level and everything is connected and you never see loading screens.
Well, I mean, there's... I feel like there's probably as many polygons in this whole game as there is in, like, freaking snow in the first game demo. Maybe a little bit more. I wonder how... Well, also, that's mostly for, like, keeping it all in memory, I guess, without loading, but there's probably some optimization things here. Definitely has to have some sort of cutoff thing. Whatever. Those look like buttons, but I'm not even gonna try pressing them. Especially since I did something there and it didn't count, so whatever. Okay, well, it's an exit, then I'm gonna treat it as an exit. Cool. Did it become brighter when the door opened, or was it just me? What? Oh, I just auto-saved. I didn't pick up the thing. I thought it was one of them evil flowers. Cool, they are way easier than I thought. Also, this makes me think how much better this is than aiming the Kazooie little torpedo thing in Banjo. Man, that sucked. I guess that's because I'm using a mouse here, not a keyboard, or not a joystick. Oh, the demon portal actually has a mouth in here. Jackal. Well, I don't have even nearly that much thingies. Lums. You know what, I like the flowers here. Ugh. It's satisfying to do this now that I figured it out. Which, to be fair, pretty much figured out when I've encountered the first one. Maybe I don't even need to fly, honestly. Let's see. That looked like it shouldn't have worked, but it worked. Also, why is there a llama on this platform?
That's a reward for completing the thing.
But
I just never bothered to pick it up.
I thought I picked up one at the end of it.
The one at the end is the trigger that signifies that you did it successfully.
That's kind of retarded, because I thought it was just a llama. The trigger looks exactly like a llama, and then they spawn a llama.
Well, it does give you a thing.
Oh.
But it's just like
and then it spawns another. Very kind.
Yes.
Suddenly like psychedelic lake. Drugs? No, just death. Not even drugs to go with the death. Okay, what sort of entrance is this? Evil? I'm gonna presume that's decorative. Same with that. Cliff tunnel. I think I've been here.
Yeah, you came through this cave, through this tunnel, and then you got tentacle raped.
Yeah. Didn't I come through this though, or was it just a dead end? What's here again? Ah yeah, evil wall. Cool. Okay, I remember a couple things. I don't remember where that landing flying pad was. Somewhere around here, I guess. We count slightly on the outside. Eh. Just by the llamas again, I think. The flying ones. Yeah, fuck this. Right away. Maybe it was on those mountains. I don't remember. Let's pick up whatever the hell this is. I wonder if I need to be like landing on top of that other pillar. Yeah, I think I did it. Maybe? I'm not sure. Sounded like I did, but then it didn't do anything.
Spoiler alert, you didn't.
Shit. That's a weird sound, I guess, when I'm just kind of like scraping by and then falling. Makes the weird sound that sounded like metal plate going in. Ah. Well, sure.
Landing precisely on a tiny thing is one of the trickier things you have to do in this game.
Eh. Bitch. Oh, I need to stand on it, I guess. Maybe I just touched it a little bit. I'm guessing it like keeps lowering as long as I stand on it or something, and I touched it a little bit so it made the sound. This is easier than landing in the parachute in GTA, fuck. Yeah, but still interesting. Yeah. Bitch! I guess I maybe should have rolled there. Though the default roll is backwards, so I don't know how that would have gone. Man, you'd think she would be able to just stop after coming down that slowly. Oh, whoop, that was the wrong even. That was the not the shift button. Okay, just come at it from afar. Slowly, carefully.
I'm just hyperventilating because I'm so excited.
I didn't even turn the censorship off. Why are you excited, hypocrite?
Well, I mean, I don't need censorship off.
Imagination.
I got my imagination.
Yeah, I can respect that. Hey, it's actually raising, not lowering. Bird pole. If only I could get in there. Okay, thank you. Let's get that one. What's this tree all about? This reminds me of the Ganon shit from Breath of the Wild, where it has like this purplish, I think, miasma spread with tentacles and destroy an eye as well on a little stalk. Like a little cartoon snail eye, and it destroys the things around it. Okay, I'm guessing you go from here, but how do you get under this rock? That was way ahead of time reaction. What?
I think it's either some of them are more alert, or they get more difficult as you destroy more of them.
Huh.
I'm not sure, but it kind of feels like that.
I guess the fastest I can probably go is descending flight like this. Well, I'm gonna die, so let's stop.
Champion, blood, and horse pussies.
Cue the clip that Civi kept using in some video. I actually kind of forgot which one. The clip from some zombie or vampire movie was like, we got this pussy, that pussy, like that cold pussy, hot pussy, wet pussy, dry pussy. I don't remember, but I don't think it related to the actual game when I was watching whatever video that had them.
Yeah, champion, that's why we are playing with censorship on. No one wants to see blood.
Oh, that's
You do have to do this fast.
Yeah. What the? Oh, right. Cool water sounds when I was near the water. That made it like suddenly atmospheric. Yeah, I cannot just, you know, go fast and turn up quickly enough to actually get into that thing. Fucking camera. I feel like it centers when I jump. I wanted to keep pointing upwards as I pointed ahead of time. Yeah, it definitely like aligns me, centers me when I start flying. Yeah, exactly, champ. This reminds me more of like Batman Arkham City flying courses. I barely played that game, but I played a little bit. See, it didn't freaking center me there, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. Nah, maybe I should press the button. Also, is that my shadow in
Seems
the
like a good
water?
idea.
Is that my shadow in the water, or do I keep seeing something else? Flap, you idiot. Okay. Yeah, that seems like my shadow. Whoa. My GTA San Andreas reflexes tell me that I need to like do a little part of a roll and do that kind of thing in order to gain height better, but I don't know how true that is. Fuck.
You also keep forgetting that you can dash.
Yeah, well, I mean, it retracts my wings, it slows me down. Who the hell needs that?
Well, it doesn't slow you down. It slows you down if you're going fast. If you're just like fucking stalling and struggling to climb, dash can be helpful.
I guess. Ooh. Keeps. I wish it didn't retract the wings though, because I keep forgetting about it. I guess I'll get used to it.
Well, the tutorial did say that you have to hold the flap button,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't think it actually works.
No,
I
it
think
does.
it retracts them anyway.
It
does?
does. Yeah, I'm holding the fab button right now
Okay.
and it doesn't. That's not Hypocat Champion, that's in the game. Fucking
No,
hell.
that's totally me.
That thing should be farther from the start point, I feel. Because the annoying part is getting into it. Getting in the hole. And then, like, struggling to align yourself. Not struggling, what's the other word? Scrambling. I just realized I didn't check out. Yeah, these are vertical-ish sprites, not quite fully vertical. It's kind of weird. I cannot actually guess the algorithm they use to turn themselves. I guess maybe I was just moving them away with my body as well. Yeah, but otherwise they're vertical. Interesting.
I have my mic muted most of the time. When I'm not speaking, my mic is muted.
Yeah, this is the game. Well, I mean the character, not the game. Fuck. Ah. Someday I will remember. Now I've finished all the Paper Marios that have turn-based combat, so all my someday I will learn this dodge timing are all now null and void. Now my some days are learning the intricacies of the flight in this game. Okay, even closer camera. I think this is what helped me last time. No! I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep doing this until I do it. Yeah. I just like can't reliably tell where am I in relation to the geometry of the tunnel there.
No, if you disable censorship, you get blood and pussy. There is nothing else. There is no, like, sex or anything.
Any swear words in the dialogue?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe there are, but most of the dialogue is in Norwegian anyway.
Well, it could be Norwegian swearing.
Well, I wouldn't know if there was.
I feel like as a Russian it's your duty to know swearing in every language, so you can communicate with everyone. I have played Mario 64, this is pretty different. As I've said, I played Mario 64, I've played Naftonic Trouble. I know the basic, more basic type of this flying, but this is actually way more involved. And involves mouse control, which neither of those games have. Yeah. Fuck.
You need to be more gentle. Like you're moving your mouse too much.
Maybe. Maybe. But, you know, it feels like if I didn't move it that much, I would just not correct it enough. Ah. Like, I seriously cannot tell how close my character is to the walls. I don't know how to do it better, but I feel like... I don't know. Maybe it's just the graphics are not suited for this, for me. There I obviously moved it up a little bit much.
You can just come back later when you get more used to flying. Believe me, the fucking levels will make you accustomed to flying in tight fucking spaces.
Gah! Well, okay. That was depressing enough. I really... no, I want to keep trying. Because I was very close. Just like, why is it just a bit wider, man? Make the game easier.
It is perfectly doable the way it is.
Make the game easier. It's better
It's
when
hard
it's easier.
difficulty. Complaints about the game being too hard.
I thought they said it was like mostly combat difficulty though.
Yeah, it was only combat, I think, but
It's
still.
like South Park.
Well, the storyline is this. You are sent to survey an island that used to have a weapons factory on it. You come to the island, you get struck by lightning. You're woken up, like washed ashore. There is some kind of weird shit with red tentacles that wants to
Really?
rape you. You get saved by Melinda, who doesn't speak English, and you have no fucking clue what she wants from you. And she just gives you armor and sends you to fight the red tentacle shit. And you don't know why. You don't know why you need to fight it. You don't know what it is. But you can find it out later in the game.
Definitely, like, my biggest thing there is just understanding how close I am to the upper or down wall. Because with the camera, I feel like just... I cannot tell sometimes. It's like I wanted to turn lower without turning my character down, you know what I mean? Like, in relation to my character, the camera looks up too much. I want the camera to be more like, if my character was in the middle, like a reticle. What was it about overcorrecting? What the fuck? That was this timer, I guess. Milliseconds before. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, try Champion, maybe you'll like it.
Try fapping sometimes. Ugh. You just hold the fab button, that's all there is to it. Fucking hell.
GG.
So apparently, there was a weirdly multi-step process where first I needed to move the camera closer to get a little bit used to the shape of the thing, and then I realized to get the best awareness of my situation in relation to the tunnel, I need to move the camera back out. Okay, I'm gonna check this out again and see if I can now with flight maybe figure something out about these platforms.
If you're gonna figure it out right away, I'm gonna be upset.
I hear a
Because it took
timer.
me the entire fucking game to figure out what you need to do here.
I hear a timer, so I would presume that you need the platform active for something. It goes by very quick. I don't know why you need to the platform, because I don't understand the physics quite yet. Why you would need a platform to stay there. Is the platform to make me like go there, or is the platform to make me go there? I shall return here when I understand the physics better to know what the platforms really mean for me. Yeah. Not quite. Okay, I'm gonna get that llama and I'm gonna fly back to the castle. Let's fly to the castle. And
You should get those blobs in those vertical towers near here.
oh
This
yeah,
will be a useful experience for you.
it'll build my character. And okay, I'll get that and this, and then I'll return to the castle. See, in there, like I couldn't tell if I was going to end up on the top of it or not, because for some reason, just like the depth or something perception with the character is not quite turning in the direction I expect. And there, I was expecting to actually land like smack dab in the middle of that thing. But I guess the relations, the spatial relations of everything, I need to get used to. Probably not like move my camera around that much forward and backward.
So what you're saying, champion, is that you're like attracted to the body shape of people and not like their intelligence and sapience. I see. You'd fuck a tree if it looked like a woman, right?
I'm gonna
I'm
touch
just
that
memeing, by
conversation.
the way.
Ugh.
I don't really think I should specify that, but you never know.
Okay, I have no idea how to get up there actually. Oh, there's several of them even. What if I did ooh. Did I miss that one, or did I just never even use that mushroom?
This is the one you left for later.
Oh well, fuck that then. What if I did like this? Whoa! Not quite. I probably need more speed if I want to do that. Start to feel like that's not the method.
It kinda is.
Shit, well then fuck them, I'm gonna go get them later. I don't care like doing that right now. Don't care like, don't feel like doing that right now. I'm gonna go in the castle and get some health back or something, I don't know. I think it's different flowers, different power, because this was definitely easier than those ones near the giant tree thing. Except for that one, and I'm dead. Oh no. Oh yes, okay. Ooh. I'm gonna get the one that I left behind. Okay, so suddenly Champion is talking about the sentience level, though before he was talking about the shape. What's the deal with that? What if it's a horse with the sentience of a woman? That texture on the mushrooms is a bit... Could use some more pixels in it.
It's kinda weird that you only regain health when you use autosaves. I probably would prefer if there were like health pickups and such.
Yeah. I was actually kind of hoping there were, but also apparently these are hard now, so I'm gonna ignore them for a bit. Get it. 69. For a second I thought it started playing the music because of the 69 lums. Get fucked, okay. Additional ways to accelerate. Alright, how do I get in? Main gate?
You can get in literally any way you want.
But how?
You could just fly in the middle from above.
That's the easy way, the cheater's way. I'm not about that shit. Hey, wait, can I finally punch the flowers? Yes. Good model. Nice fucking model! Okay. Oh, church. With weird shit. I feel like this is a showcase of the random art the author had made.
But that's discrimination, champion.
I mean, do you know the level of intelligence of the My Little Pony characters? Fucking Styler Glimmer is smarter than you are, probably.
Yeah. Imagine Starlight talking about champion. Oh, I'm not gonna fuck that thing. It's like dumb as an animal. Like I wouldn't fuck a dog.
Shaped as a monkey and also about as sentient as a monkey. Where is anything in here? That's the front door? No, that's like a...
We're
door
just
bridge.
meme champion. Don't get upset, please.
Oh, there's things here. Well, this bodes ill. Let's see what horrors await. Nope. Well, probably because the sky is red, orange, and castle is a castle. That's literally all it takes to look like Bowser's castle. This looks a bit unfinished. Right. But rot. This one is finished, huh? Well, I would explorate the top part. That probably requires like hell of a long, yeah. I'm not gonna go back in the basement to see if I have the diagram for the 30 lump door.
So you don't want to play any levels today?
Is that not gonna be a level? Because I expect that gonna be a level. What the?
So wait, you say you are gonna do that,
Yeah, I'm
or
gonna
are
go.
not?
I'm gonna go in the basement and I'm gonna check
Ah,
if
okay, I
if I
just
can
misheard.
enter.
Don't worry about it.
I kind of have 20 minutes to do it, but I'm gonna start one at least. Then I'm gonna check if I have the old build of this, and just check the demo of it. Oh, this is where I woke up, I think. At least it looks identical. Does the star mark on a door disappear when I open it with the correct number of stars? Or can I find the star, like the 1-star door now, and see it was the 1-star door?
Like the number stays over the door and it gets like circled
Ah, okay,
or
cool.
something.
Well, champion, using thumbs isn't intelligence though. But they could hand your ass to you with magic. Or wings. Because I use kind of wing feathers like fingers in the later seasons. And the basic ponies, they can just like kick you in the nuts. And then who's gonna care about having fingers anyway? Oh, I like the music track. Is this the one you like, Epicat, by any chance?
No.
I kinda like this
But
one.
this one is okay as well.
Yeah. I don't know what point you're proving, because, like, you know, you having thumbs doesn't really mean anything. I really like this music track. Just the vibe. I'm guessing the things are damaging. I appreciate the wide-ass collision on them lumps. So I would not be collecting them if they were actually honestly small. Weird purple stuff, a ball. Interesting. It's some prey shit. 2006. Okay. And then it's gone. Oh, what? Suddenly this sounds like freaking Axiom version music. I'm gonna ignore the possibility of lumps in the outside area itself. I'm just gonna go for whatever the hell this is. Except I won't, because apparently there's like gravity bullshit in here or something. Defeated. It was something I had to defeat. Now
Well,
this
something you had to do.
Now this room with where the gravity ball used to be reminds me of terminal velocity boss rooms in the tunnels.
Yeah, they do hazmat.
I'm gonna presume I came out of that one. I'm gonna go down the hole.
You sure you wanna leave right now?
Leave what? The place?
That room. Oh well, you can come back later anyway.
I didn't see anything else in there. I kinda looked.
There was something else in there.
Oh, there's a little lump. Well, I'm gonna try to like make this run here. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, it just looked really weird. I got like really fucking confused by that ball when I played first. And I thought it was some really weird ass trick. Like teleports you or something like that. But it's just like new balls growing out of the center and then disappearing.
Oh, that's what it was doing. Interesting. I didn't even realize they were growing at the fuck off.
Dash, dash.
Yes. Well, I probably should aim up before I dash that kind of situation.
Actually, aiming up doesn't always help, because sometimes you will aim up and she will dash like straight into a wall. So you need to be like flying in order to dash.
Well,
where
I
you
mean,
need
yeah,
to
flying and
dash.
then aim up in air. I can probably just keep bouncing on these. Get. Oh. Also, it slightly reminds me of Shadowrun music on the SNES. A little bit.
At this point, you don't know what the red vines are.
Evil. Also, they make me think of the Alice, American Magazine Alice tentacles. I feel like they kind of wobble the same way. Where the hell is that lump? Is it under the hole? In the hole. Oh,
It's
shit.
literally in the ceiling.
I don't know how I feel about it because I cannot tell where the floor is. This is the room where the horizon, artificial horizon, would have been useful. I cannot tell where I need to go to like start accelerating a little bit.
The big brain strat here is to get it before you get rid of the ball.
Well, too late. I think I'm gonna start a run from this tunnel.
Probably easiest if you bounce off the mushroom.
Why, does it go all the way up there if I do that?
Not all the way up, but it does give you a boost.
Ugh!
Yes. Well done.
Dashing is useful. Who would have known? If only you told me sometime, Hippocate, that would have made everything so much easier. Which name, Hazmati? Did I actually say a name? Shadowrun? That's the only thing I said recently. Mother boss from Turok, huh? Well, not quite saying that, but sure. Anyway, I still don't understand, Champion, what point you were trying to make to prove our point or not our point.
Well, it's kind of like a thing that like we humans have opposable thumbs, and that's cool, and that's why we're cooler than everyone else. Or something.
Well, I was nowhere near any point I was making, or you, I don't think. Stones of Departure. Activate after you clear the level. You can use them to get out. Oh, cool. It sounds kind of grim. Lol. Implying I would go jump Like time this shit.
Yeah, that's what I meant about platforming. You just can fly everywhere.
I wonder if there is some sort of like possible challenge mode you can do with like minimal flying only when it's necessary or something. Probably not, because it's not clear when it's necessary. No. Bling. American McGee? How did I mispronounce it? That's how everyone says it. Do you think he's pronounced McGee or some shit? Or American McGee?
American MCG.
MCG, yeah. Your boy, MCG American. Well, I mean, that's less thinking and more just like guessing, because I have no basis on which to think what you were trying to say there, champion, but sure. Attack lock on the target in front of you and home in on them. Well, targets indicated with the orange square, and Kipika says this bullshit. Also, this Blair Witch bullshit going on here.
Well, it's not bullshit. It's just that this square appears earlier than you lock on properly. Or that's the feeling that I get. That's why I got fucked so much on a certain boss later on.
Okay, interesting. Well, that's Sonic crap. A good kind of Sonic crap. I mean, bouncing between springs is like medium. I am neutral to that kind of Sonic crap. At least it's not the shit that it introduced in Adventure, where it's like the pads that you need to press the jump button to teleport, well, not teleport, but like get thrusted in a scripted way to the next pad. And you just need to keep pressing jump to like do this little thingamajig adventure between several points. I always thought that was hella retarded. American McCuzzy, no, American McGee is Alice. Well, at least you don't think he's pronounced McGee, so that's... Giant target. I don't know how I feel about this. Looks a little bit like the fish. Oh, it's sending...
This boss is dumb.
It's sending out layers of negativity. Oh, it's a pie slice. Reminds me of some mobile game. Can I just punch him in the face? Yes, I can. No, pie slice, go away. It's kind of funny. Pie slice! Is it just like slowly spinning that? No, it's not. Okay, that was nerve-wracking. I don't know how far the ceiling is, which I'm assuming is like death. Oh yeah, keep rolling, bitch. No!
It feels like pies go faster on hard. I think they go slower on easy.
I wish I had some sort of dive bomb attack.
Well, you could fly and dash.
Yeah, that's boring. I mean, fly like straight downwards. Can I? I mean, I guess I can fly straight downwards, so there's nothing stopping me really. No, 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 no. Defeated the evil stump with pie. Tumor. Well, that sounds a bit more sinister than evil stump with pie. Sonic Heroes was pretty good. I like Adventure 1 and Sonic Heroes. I like Adventure 2 much less. Heroes had really good music in some parts, particularly the castle level, which I didn't like by itself, but I like the music in there. The Hang Castle. And I really like the final, like, stormy egg fleet of ships level.
Champion, before you proceed, don't fucking spoil anything from Doom Eternal.
Yeah, if you say something about Doom Eternal, I'm gonna ban you. Though I've seen a new character by accident. He was mentioned in Doom 16. I'm not gonna say anymore. I don't know any context about him yet. But yeah, I'm avoiding all the like, hey, first 3 hours of the game footage. Because that's a bit much. Hi there, I guess I should have did a dash. It's weird that it has like realistic flying physics and then it gives it a magical dash that you just kind of like can make speed from nothing high.
Well, I mean, this dash really helps you in a lot of situations, and without it, it would be super frustrating.
Yeah, I can see that. You got a star! Anticipated. Now, the last thing I've seen from Doom Eternal was the second gameplay slash story slash whatever trailer, which starts with the Shattered Moon and everything, and I deliberately avoided watching everything because why the hell would I watch the rest of it? Like, why the fuck would I deliberately go and spoil 3 hours of the game for myself? That would be retarded. I guess it's different from the trailers because trailers are the things they specifically want you to know, but that gameplay footage is a bit much. Oh, grunting. Well, I mean, I didn't mind it, but it's neat. Wasn't it like toggleable in the options at some point? Also, hey, it's this place, I guess. Cool. The little medical bunker. Okay, I think, did it save there? I don't know. I don't remember there was a save right there. I'm gonna find the nearest quick save. Autosave.
Nearest autosave is by the castle drawbridge, probably.
I'm also gonna get that lamp because I apparently hadn't gotten it after I died. Yes, I did die, okay. With the fly trap thing. Ugh! Devil fly trap. Alright, where the hell's the castle? There it is. It's way smaller than I thought it was. Third-person cutscenes are fine. I prefer them to first-person cutscenes, honestly. And platforming in FPS games is cool, so you know, nothing stupid about it. Open your mind a little, jeez. Is it 7? Oh, it's probably 7, unless it's 1. Probably 7.
It's 7.
Oh well. Ah, who cares though? Autosaves. I don't like. There are things that I would switch about, that I would change about Doom Eternal. I would change all the giant like green indicators that you shoot and it activates a trap and stuff like that, and just giant glowing green things everywhere to indicate interactable things. And I guess I would change pickups to be more Doom 3 style or Doom 4 style, or just lie on the floor. Honestly, Doom 4 had enough of Doom 3 in it to be appealing on that level to me. Doom Eternal, I kind of worry about it being a bit much. That's true, champion, but you know, wouldn't you be jacked if you kept running in hell carrying heavy-ass weapons for like millennia? I appreciate that she has just like this system of stars that she gives me, and then when I approach the door, she runs up and opens it herself. That's fucking hilarious. It's a better bedroom. With a diagram of a cannon head crab. And a map of a circle and some corridors. I'm guessing maybe that's the map of the place that I'm getting into there. But okay.
Yes.
With a diagram. Oh well, I'm gonna autosave here. Okay, let's go check out the demo.
You know what? Probably make a hard save there just in case. Because if you're gonna play the demo, it will auto-save you in demo as well.
Oh, good point. Well, I mean, Hazmati, I have always been tolerant to video game environments having a lot of gamey elements that do not detract from my immersion sometimes. Like, you gotta understand it's a game and it has a game. Like, I approach game worlds not as trying to believe that I am in a real world that is just like that, but I approach it as kind of, I know it's a game world and I get immersed in a game world, If that probably doesn't make any sense, but I don't know how to explain it like on the spot like this. How do I? Oh, I guess I like punch the shit. I don't, but I don't mind it. I kind of like it. I mean, Half-Life, I hate the first-person cutscene stuff that they do always, especially in the second one. The first one's alright, it's quick. In the second one, and games like that, when you have to like walk around and slowly watch people talk around you, I hate that. I would prefer skippable third-person cutscenes. And like floating pickups in the air, I don't mind. Bouncers that are just floating, like you can accept that there are, for some reason, just bouncers or panels that, you know, exude anti-gravity shit, and they have just happened to align themselves in that way. I can accept that. That's enough for me. I don't mind that. Yeah, random circle atoms above lava. I don't care about that as much. I just care about all the shitty green ass highlights and everything. Well, that could be actually toggleable. Could not be, but could be as well. They apparently have a very rich toggle system for like configuring the HUD colors and whatnot. So maybe that some of that stuff could be optional as well. I kind of want to hear the combat tutorial music again. The one where I think she like drops the shit and starts actually attacking me. Oops, wrong button. Lol. Noob. Yeah, this straight up sounds like the beginning of the elevator fight music from New Rushes. Huh. Well, also yeah, Sonic Adventures, but I have a much higher degree of tolerance for gaming elements in games because I got used to games that had them. Some of them did, and I'm like, I will always know it's a game. I will never forget it's a game when I'm playing a game. And having gaming elements and games not afraid to admit that they're a game, it's kind of nostalgic in a way. It helps immersion because it reminds me of times when I was immersed naturally as a kid in games where I was just so impressionable. So, but in Half-Life, yeah, in Half-Life, if there were floating weapons, I mean, I would feel differently. But Doom, I feel like it has a degree of abstractness to it that it doesn't lose anything from floating pickups and floating platforms that Half-Life would lose. But I don't need every game to be like Half-Life at all. Like Turok, freaking Quake, some of the most atmospheric games have floating guns that spin in the air. But yeah, that's, you know, different people. I will accept and I will allow you to keep living whilst you disagree with me.
You can just skip all this shit because that's all tutorial.
It looks more closer to the one I remember. Let me see the tunnel if I recognize this situation. I can't even tell if it's the same that I remember or not. It makes me think I remember it, but at the same time it might be slightly different. No, it might be that the, you know, the one I played was like an unfinished version of this. I'm gonna find it. Ah, looks similar. I've played that one, Champion. I didn't hate it as much. I didn't approach it like thinking it would be a tour game. I played it as just a game, and I found it alright. Boring, but fine. I like the sniping. I think it had a bow, which I might have liked. I like knifing the dinosaurs. How many lamps did that door need, Hippocat?
10.
30? 10? Oh, just 10. Well, that's fucking easy then. I'm not gonna fall for that. Yeah, the combat music is... When I say it's the elevator music from New Year's Eve, I mean to imply that it's kind of crap. What? Oh, okay. It's kind of... That freeze that it does when I open a door keeps making me think that something went wrong. You know what? Yeah, this is very similar. Also, this is like Turk 1 cave music almost. Yeah, you know what? I'll beat the demo sometime later. I'm just gonna disable
Yeah, you
it.
can probably mildly spoil shit to yourself.
Oh, yeah, well, then again, I guess I'll beat it when I beat the game. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly look in my games folder if I have some sort of build over this. Sulphur Nimbus, that's probably the modern one. Sulphur Nimbus setup. Sulphur Nimbus, the game itself. Ah, because I wouldn't exactly know how I would have named the folder. I hope I didn't throw it away. It's gonna be in horse game. Ah. Nearly read the name of that game, but good thing I didn't. Okay.
Which game?
Elona. I guess it's not a bit. It's like a weird roguelike-ish RPG thing with like anime style that has really weird shit that you can do. I read the. I mean, I watched the Seth season whatever his name is review, and it looked interesting. But I couldn't really play it because it's way too not my thing. Okay, I don't think I can. Oh, it's fighting is magic. Okay, it's not the thing. All the horse game folders, Marathon, Dicky. Why do I still have that? Necropolis. Ah, that's the dark basic game based on Phantasm. Quake Spasm Prey, real game, jam game. I don't know what this one is. Anxiety game. Ah, I don't actually know what that is. Whatever. Sonic's doomed. Sonic's very doomed. There's Sam's Tonicorn. That's kind of Sulphur Nimbus. That's the current one. Total Chaos. Ah, that's the generic horror shit, right? Xenoplus. What the hell is that? Is that the like demonology or something? Yeah, the demonophobia, not demonology. Well, I don't think I have it, or if I do, I have no idea where it is. Maybe I'll look into it before the next stream. Also, I just realized, you know what? You people probably never actually saw Horse Game, right? I'm gonna just show you guys demo real quick. The latest build, where the hell is it? Might not be the latest at this point. Also, I think I'm gonna quickly disable the audio capture because it might be very loud. No. Or it's not even loud, it's just I've put everything to 0. I still cannot hear it though. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Slightly better. The sounds could be loud.
Check your capture. I don't think you're showing anything right now.
Oh yeah, I didn't enable the capture, that's right. So this is the one that I'm helping on. It's more straightforward. How do I reset? Ah, okay, there's a pause screen I can reset from. I guess I'm just gonna play through the demo real quick. So I made the whole environment, and I guess nothing else? And I was consulted on many other things, because it's just me and the programmer. But this is our version of a horse game, literally called horse game. I like the character way more, I'll be honest. The jump is kind of similar now that you think about it, like the whole body turning like that when you jump.
Lower lore.
Lower. Oh, wait, what? Where is he? I don't see him. Oh, there we go. Just appeared. I guess Hippo gets ahead of me there. So yeah, you're a bit late, Errol War. We finished Sulphur Nimbus. I'm just showing the latest demo of horse game.
Finished the first part of Sulphur Nimbus.
Yeah, for today, we're finished for today, so I'm showing the other game, the one that I'm working on with people. Man, playing in headphones, I haven't heard some of these sounds before. Programmer is Fornler. No, programmer is Ben. Who the hell is Fornler? I don't know who Fornler is. I'm the art guy for the static stuff, and he's programmer. He does sounds. He does a bunch of these effects. He did the snow glitter effect. I did the stocks though, check them out. All realistically lit and all that shit, even though they're sprites. Shotgun, because why would you have an action game without a shotgun? Never mind the buttons there, because my joystick is plugged in and it thinks I'm using that. Oops. Is that? And the composer is Audio Wing. I don't... We have a credits button somewhere in here. Probably in the main menu. There's his real name in there for some reason. I think he requested it that way.
I think it has your real name as well.
Yeah, which I don't remember actually asking for, but sure. I'll run with it. Fuck it, finish with the shotgun. So this demo is just this arena and the waves of enemies. A former demo, older one, from 15 or 14, that had a big level but shit combat. Oh, interesting, Errol War. Right, like this exact game. What do you say about it? It's magnificently great or something, or... Because otherwise I'm gonna have to question
I
his...
don't expect Linux people to be able to say anything good about anything.
Also, I just took that without actually pressing the button to take it. I guess maybe my joystick is sending inputs that I'm not intending. Okay, anyway, this is the killer spell that kills everything. Actually, it kills tortoises the best, but whatever. Wow, they do like the weird hurt sound when they spawn. That's strange. Hey, first damage, I think. Let's get to some new enemies after these combinations. These guys are hard to hit with a sword. So you wait for them to start like attacking. Any day now. Then you interrupt the hell out of them and kill them, I guess. Guard, yes. So yes, my favorite attack is the spear in this whole demo. I forget if I thought of it or if I just helped make it better. It used to be way more strict. You needed to actually, like, the only way to dodge it was to jump perpendicular to it when it was striking you. Now you can just kind of walk away. But it works better for when there's multiple enemies. Of course, interrupt with all the shotguns. Don't have to worry about being hit if there's only one enemy. Interesting. Herald War. Can't tell which button is which because of the joystick names. Oh hey, it's here. No mana. Yeah. Ah, dick. Give me them carrots. This one's real cool. No one understands how it works, but it's really cool. It's like a shield.
I haven't figured out the good way to use it.
The best way to use it is, of course, double shield, but that's best used on the bridge when the fog arrives. You can probably guess how it works even without the fog if I just make it happen here. Ah, too bad it has a cooldown though. But if applied correctly, everyone who attacks you floats away in a bubble, falls in the fog. You just need to like position them so that behind for them is the pit. Ah! It's good to always have a teleport on the key though, so catch yourself in some of these situations. Where the hell did they go? Okay. That one is just stuck there.
Are you still fixing shit in the demo, or are you working on something new now?
Well, Ben fixed some of the most pressing shit. And now he has actually several months, I think he said, or weeks? Might have been months, to spend on like live shit. So I think I'll take that time to maybe start making like some graphic assets for a future testing level for big levels. Because the biggest thing we got to figure out is to how to make combat fun now in a level as big, at least like environment as big as the first demo was, which is like part of a real level. Because this arena is, you're locked in, but in the big levels you can walk past everyone theoretically. So we'll see how that works out.
You can do it like serious Sam way.
No, no locking in arenas, that's the worst. Marks on the snow. Meh. It's possible, but we don't care too much. I think the biggest idea, I mean the biggest thing that we considered was just to have particles when we walk, as if like the snow is being, it's like flying around, but I don't know if hoof marks will be a thing, and if they will just be like texture decals that disappear soon, or something, at best. Okay, I'm not using the best.
Why was the chicken standing on the air for so long?
No idea, I didn't see it. Never happened. I kind of want a bomb of some sort. Just go with a regular bomb for a bit. Although this game does turn out into like running away and shooting behind you sometimes. But I guess if we limit the space you can run away in, that will solve that.
Make some enemies that like super chase you, and the best way to fight them isn't like melee.
Super chase like what? If you get far enough they like ram you or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Or they have like a powerful range to home in attacks or some shit.
yeah. That could be a thing. I think I'm just gonna mostly try to treat it as Doom and have levels where you have to go back and forth a lot. And you know. Also, a good thing is that we're probably gonna remove the mana regeneration on itself, and instead we're gonna put it so that even hitting enemies with the sword is gonna restore some mana, but smaller than killing them with it. And we're thinking of a move that regens mana, because you can run out of enemies and you might need mana for progression, like shoot some switch or some shit. A move that kinda I thought of when I remembered Alien vs Predator 2, Predator, the whole recharge the energy thing that he does, like a light show. So you'd have to like sit down, forced to get like frozen in place for a bit, and you like absorb magic from the air. But if there are any projectiles, they get like home in on you immediately and just all hit you all at the same time. And if enemies see you doing that, they just shoot immediately, so the projectiles immediately home in you and hit you. So pretty much you only save if there are no active enemies at the moment. But if there are, you get damaged or killed if you do that. So it's a way that pretty much only works outside of combat for the most part. And that's the one I thought of, and the one we'll probably consider, because Ben and Lightsolver seem to be okay with the idea, and you know, there's no one else. I feel like we need to buff this thing back up because it's just not as useful anymore. Then again, it's very spammable, so maybe it is good. Barely takes any mana. So this thing, believe it or not, used to be an Arachnotron wannabe. But then Ben made this attack for it that just works way cooler. That kind of one turret that just spams the shit out of the air like an Arachnotron does.
This enemy is fucking cool.
Yep. Modeled by Ignis, as well as the chickens were. Actually, not to toot my own horn, the idea is my thing. And like the general overall shape, but he made it look good. Because my draft was ugly as hell, just concept is mine. The concept of the chickens, Phoenix Chickens, I think belongs to TJ Pons, aka the Horsewife blog author. Yeah, well, you know, some of these shapes, I've kinda gambled on some of the shapes being more unique. Like, the geometry is enough to carry the detail. Maybe not here, maybe it needs a bit of texture, but I was too lazy to do it. And like on the architecture, the texture is way more needed, because there's more not just flat. But on the rocks, I kind of hope to carry over this style to the main game, that you'll have more like flat colored or barely textured, geometrically unique and detailed parts, where like this rock doesn't have any repeat parts at all. And you'd have more textured, more uniformly textured parts for like the flatter, more boring areas like the walls and architecture and stuff like that. Maybe combined or something, I don't know. I was intending to put texture on those rocks, but I noticed that no one really complained about it too much on Derpfest, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, it's fine. But yeah, the real turtle killer is this. You've had the mana for it. Tortoise, rather. Wow, and for some reason they always fizz out at the same time, but whatever. Oh, I guess they did nerf it. I asked Ben to nerf this combination a bit. I think it used to just do 5, and that's enough of a difference. You don't get to attack. I really like the thing where it shorts out and actually lets you damage it. Maybe it should short out for less time, because you can just kill it with the sword immediately. Now a shotgunner. Shotgunners probably need to be buffed a little bit. Maybe to attack quicker, or have more range, or both. Though I keep missing it. But with a regular shotgun blast you can interrupt them immediately. Anyway, that's all the enemies. I'm not gonna fight the rest of it. You can download them and play it yourself. So yeah,
what
that's...
about the boss?
The boss looks like a wet sock. I don't really want to show it, to be honest. That's a good music track. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, whatever. Played a bit more than I intended. But yeah, for comparison's sake, like, we have way more basic platforming, better combat. Let's say probably better graphics and better character models, but whatever. Though, considering I'm one of the devs and I know the state of the game, I feel like our game is still like more raw than Sulphur Nimbus. Because Sulphur Nimbus, in most of it, looks very like it's complete, it's designed, everything about it is designed properly, like it's a tightly made game. And ours, like here, I was playing, I was noticing, hey, I probably am doing a bit too much, just walking away and blasting behind me. But, you know, we're slowly iterating on this shit and making it better, bit by bit, most of the time. And mostly need to just make a bigger level populated with enemies and figure out how to make it fun. Because, you know, watch the Doom Eternal Hugo Martin, was it Hugo Martin? Hugo someone interview with NoClip, with that Irish guy who is an idiot in some ways but makes cool documentaries about games. And Hugo pretty much said that the footage for Doom Eternal, for the first big gameplay reveal, for like the 3 long gameplay clips that they showed at one QuakeCon, that was all like super staged, and the way he played was way more like varied and just fun looking than he was required to play. And like the game wasn't making him play in a fun way. And he would have fought everything with a super shotgun if he wasn't recording for a trailer like that. And that was interesting, really interesting to hear. Like, they've had massive levels, enemies and everything, and they were still figuring out how to actually make them, like, the combat fun, more fun than it used to be. And that kind of gives me encouragement, because it means we can do the same thing with this. But yeah, let's not stick too much far away from Nimbus. Whoops. I mean, I guess I'm not showing anything here. But yeah. Nimbus, apart from some of the character designs in the beginning, which become irrelevant, as Ipaket said, I definitely like it. And I am gonna play it and finish it, and probably even 100% it. Though I feel like some of the flying challenges that there are might be a bit much and annoying for me, and I will never do them. But we'll see how it goes. Definitely.
They are all pretty manageable, in my opinion.
Well, some people just get frustrated quicker with some things. I can like sit on a Flintstones game, just guess the forward password for an hour, but trying over and over, trying the weird flying challenge, which I'm not even sure I'm doing correct sometimes. I guess you're here to tell me if I'm doing it correct, which alleviates some of that. But yeah, definitely overall, like, the game is cool. I like it. Some things could be improved, but I don't feel like it needs to improve those things. It works with the sum of its parts as it is. I could see some of the aspects of it being better, but I feel like them being as they are doesn't make it a worse game in any way. It's just like it could have been a different game with like graphics that could be slightly more pretty, but the current level of graphics just fits with it for some reason, works for me, nostalgic for really old platformers, and I don't know if that was the intent or they made it just because it was what they could do, but it's cool. I like it. I'm gonna play the rest of it and then I'm gonna play Super Mario. But thank you all for watching today. Hopefully the interest stays and it's not going to be like one person in chat for the rest of the episodes. Maybe the devs will find this if they're googling their own name of the game often enough. Maybe they will. I don't feel like going into their Discord and telling them, hey, I'm doing streams.
Also, did you notice how your stream didn't break even once?
Yeah, interesting. I noticed that my tab in Mozilla just changed immediately after say that new tab for stylish appeared, the extension. But yeah, it's interesting, and I I'm gonna insist that this is a coincidence with the fact that I changed browser, because how the hell can a browser affect dropping frames in OBS? But maybe there's some horrible shit in the old browser that did it, even though it started like arbitrarily after I had a break for a couple of weeks. I don't know. But even if I did have dropped frames, the stream wouldn't stop because I'm using the new studio on YouTube, and apparently you can just tell it. But anyway, yeah, that's enough for today. I'm gonna continue tomorrow, same time. Probably not this half an hour extra, but still. See you then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.